All right, welcome to the Ball and for God podcast. As this is episode number 15, regional championships have been wrapped up, and we are running into sectional week now.
15. Listen, I got tired, and it's been a long, awesome show, and I had to sit down, Russ. I mean, this is the intro, but it's almost like the outro. It's the intro, and my legs are tired, so I'm over here. What is that up there? What is that noise?
It's defrost.
Oh, it's a defrost.
It's cold outside still.
Is it? It's March. Beware of the Ides of March.
It's March 1st as we're filming this on a Sunday.
We are.
But, I don't know, I think it's going to be a good episode. You know, Stote Reeder, Max Reeder.
Stote Reeder.
Stote Reeder, that's what he said. Stote Reeder, Max Reeder. And you can't forget, Dariontez Monroe and Jordan Beckley.
Hey, what a fun show. Those guys, the Sparta guys were awesome. When he goes through all those nicknames, I mean, I was losing it. That was a lot of fun.
What's the big one? What was his nickname?
Shunk Monroe. Right?
Shunk Monroe, yes. It was a fun episode. I tell you what.
Fun.
And I'm just so happy because we got to have two regional champions on here. And then guess what? We also had a third regional champion.
We have a third regional champion that's coming on.
Gage Peterson.
Gage Peterson and Charles Peterson.
Yeah,
his dad's a principal somewhere. Some grade school somewhere.
Bunkum, I think.
I don't know.
I think he used to be principal at Rome, maybe.
That's another country.
No,
that's Italy.
It's up
Russ, that's Italy.
It's up in Dix.
Okay. All right, let's keep moving on. Keep moving on, Russ.
I don't know. I just thought it was a really fun episode, and, you know, regional championships are big.
Yes.
And
Fire Truck Friday, we like to call them in Benton because we just win them.
Yes, but that kind of segues into our Trivia Thursday question, as the Trivia Thursday question, brought to you by All Stars and Stitches, is the Sparta Bulldogs won their first regional championship since 1991, 35 years. And in 1991, we're wondering, who was the head coach of the Sparta Bulldogs on that 1991 regional championship team?
Long time ago. You were not born yet. Doc Young, who's pacing a lot, was not born yet.
JoJo was a junior.
JoJo was a junior when Sparta won their last regional championship. Who was the head coach of the Bulldogs? I think it'll be a tough one for people because it's not a name maybe that just comes to mind.
Yeah, and
we're making people really dig this week.
Yes. What's the trivia sponsor for that?
The trivia sponsor is All Stars and Stitches, located at 418 East Main Street in Benton. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, banners, signs, decals, promotional products. Russ, hold up the cup. They made the cup right there. Unbelievable. It's like a Yeti. It's got Joe's Pizza and Pasta on one side, All Stars and Stitches on the other. Uniforms, coaches' shirts, hats, jackets, school letter jackets. Give them a call at All Stars and Stitches. 35 years in business, Russ. 35 years, All Stars and Stitches, 418 East Main Street. Dave and Penny Severin, proud owners. They have one son, very, very nice-looking young man. I'm not for sure what his name is. But, Russ, what's the phone number people can call All Stars and Stitches?
Your phone number for All Stars and Stitches is 618-435-555-555-555.
555.
That's the trivia.
That's the trivia question. All Stars Stitches, one of our fine sponsors, man. Hey, we got Wren Lake Cabins in the Woods, Dr. Jesse Young, or you're Dr. Young.
He's Dr. Young.
Yep.
Jesse Young up there.
Jesse Young up there with
Mr.
the Bison, Mr. Bison. We've got All Stars and Stitches.
Wren Lake Cabins in the Woods.
Wren Lake Cabins in the Woods, Joe's Pizza and Pasta. I mean, here's something. If you'd like to be a sponsor or part of the show, we've never said this before, but I just feel led to. If you'd like to be part of the show, you can always message Russ on the Instagram page or the Facebook page, or like if there's a new segment you'd like to add.
Or they could call your phone number.
You're going to get my phone number on here?
No.
No, we're not. Unless you want to buy a car. If you want to buy a car, then you can call my phone number on here. But, no, seriously, if you'd like to be a sponsor or part of the show, we've got 3 really good sponsors now. But if anyone would like to, Russ will take on more.
Yeah, and Travis said if you want to come by his house, just let him know. Knock on.
It'll be in the description.
Knock on the door.
It'll be in the description.
Yeah. knock on the door.
This is crazy.
Well, they got to figure out. They got to get to know the people before they can really come on the show.
Have we cut this off yet?
Oh my! But it's gonna be a fun show. I think. I mean, JoJo Johnson.
Oh, he is. Daniel Joseph Johnson, 4-3.
Daniel Johnson's coming up too.
Yeah, he is. He's a sophomore for the Benton Rangers. No
I
relation.
heard he's supposed to be better than JoJo though.
Nice kid. Really nice kid. Took Brody to lunch last week. Took him to Dairy Queen. Really nice kid. Has a nice shot, but that's the king back there.
I thought it was Porter.
Porter's a really nice player, but if you want to go, he's got the scoring record still. Right now he does.
Yeah.
Maybe Drake Porter one day, but as of right now,
JoJo Johnson.
That's a 3.
And there's a fist fight.
I love it. Yeah, amazing. Why are you messing with the lighting?
You want to see if you notice.
Yeah. How about Hulk Hogan up there today?
Hulk Hogan's been holding steady.
Yeah, but Al Hrabosky doesn't have an arm still.
Yeah, we need to get some super glue or something.
I feel bad for Al with his right arm, which is not his throwing arm. It fell off.
He's a lefty.
He's a lefty. I'm excited for the show's coming out Tuesday. It's a couple days early for us.
Yep.
It's going to be exciting. We wanted to get it out before the sectionals. I'm excited for Tuesday night. Not just, Benton playing Nashville, but a lot of great games. Wednesday night, a lot of great games. There is still a lot of local teams left. And sometimes, I was thinking about football this year. After the first round, there wasn't many teams left.
Is there only 2?
Yeah, we still have a lot of teams left. And I don't know why I keep leading into this because you guys say I'm plenty loud enough. We still have a lot of teams left in postseason play for basketball, which is awesome.
Yeah, who are you rooting for?
When?
This week, who are you rooting for?
I'm not allowed to say. I can't say who I'm rooting for.
Hey.
You noticed when we interviewed Sparta, I said 83-80, but I didn't say who won.
I know.
Well, I wasn't going to say. Hey, we had Goreville, the Black Cats Network on. We had the King Trio.
That's the right way to be, not to have a favorite.
I didn't even say between Benton and Nashville who was.
You can't have favorites when you're reporting.
No, can't have favorites when you're reporting. No.
Unless you know the people. No, I'm joking. You can't.
No
bias.
No bias. We're rooting for everybody.
We're not no us.
No, we know us. Honestly, I'm rooting for good games.
I'm rooting for all of Southern Illinois. That's what
I'm rooting for the 618, Russ.
618.
Russ's hair's growing out again, Doc.
Yep.
I wish you'd do that thing like Theo Vaughn where he shaves the sides.
I don't know about that.
Just the sides a little bit and then leave the...
Well, Cam Meyer did that.
Yeah?
You know him?
I think Trey went to church with him today.
Yeah, Cam Meyer.
Did
He shaved the sides.
Did he go to Central with him?
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Was Cam from Mount Vernon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did. Trey's been hitting the weights a lot.
Can we get a picture of him? One of those.
Yes.
One of those,
get it up here.
What about one of those
I want
pictures?
to put one behind me.
What about one of those pictures he's been posting on his Snapchat story?
What are they?
Shirtless.
Oh, Lord Jesus, help us all. Oh, wow. Holy Moses. Holy Moses. Hitting the weights, huh?
Yep.
My dad used to have a weight room, and this is great. My dad had a weight room on 405 Mitchell in Benton, Illinois. There's a weight room in the back, and that place, we had a big weight room back there, and there was a sign that said, all my buddies will know, no weights, no dates. Keep that in mind, Doc Young and Russ. No weights, no dates.
Is that what Trayson's trying to do?
I guess, man. I guess. Is this going to be edited?
I don't know. We'll decide as...
Doc took my picture. People are going to wonder why I'm sitting over on the couch. My legs are tired. I'm old, guys.
48.
Hey, my birthday. Will people give me gifts, you think, for my birthday?
Alan says he's going to get you one.
Alan Ellison?
Yeah.
Alan Ellison's going to give me a gift.
Give me something special.
I appreciate that, Alan.
Joe's Pizza.
Joe's Pizza. Hey, we're going to have a player of the week this week since we've already... People get to vote again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do you think you're going to put up?
That's a good
When
question.
are they going to vote since the show comes out Tuesday? Tonight? You have to get it out tonight.
That's a good question.
You have to get it out tonight, Russ. It says 7 times.
Probably Monday morning.
Monday morning. Who do you think maybe be on there?
Probably Maddox.
He's already won it once, but
Wait, people can win it twice.
we're going to have Maddox and Nathaniel on there again.
Well, Nate, he lost in regional.
Nate Dogg.
I don't know.
I'm sad that they lost.
We'll have to go through there and check
I'm
out.
sad that Nate lost.
Well, I'm sad anytime a Southern Illinois team loses.
I'm sad that he lost.
Yeah. He had it going for him. He could have broke it, but
I think everybody in Southern Illinois was rooting for him, man.
I think they were too, but, I messaged him and he said, hey, it stings, but God's got greater plans.
The guy's unreal. Not human. I've said a lot, not human. Are you awake?
Is there someone outside? I hear something running outside.
It's probably Jesse.
Jesse's on the tractor over there.
I'm not allowed to go on the tractors, they told me.
Yeah.
They'd scare I'd tear something up.
You're going to race the bison, though, after.
I'm going to race the bison.
They can run.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm saying it on the show because this comes out Tuesday night. If Benton wins Tuesday, we will video me racing a bison.
They can run 35 miles an hour.
They can what?
Run up to 35 miles.
Would it like gore me or something?
35 miles.
What would it do to me like a human? Would they run me over?
They'd stop on you.
I don't want to die.
They're only like 2,000 pounds.
I don't want to die, man. I don't.
You
I'm
better
not doing it.
You
But
better
I already
tell,
said it though.
you better tell Coach Weimar he better lose.
I can't. I don't want to get run over. They have horns or something? Did
Yeah.
the bison have horns?
They have horns.
There's 14 of them.
What's the difference between a bison and a buffalo? Why are these bison?
Every time Jesse leaves, he goes, bye, son.
Oh man. Oh man. What an exciting time.
I don't know. A way to start the race, right?
Are we at war with Iran right now?
Iran.
Are we at war right now?
That's what I've heard.
Check my phone.
I'm just here for the show. I just basketball and God.
I'm gonna serious so I don't get fined. Who said that?
Are you keeping this whole thing?
Yes. I want this whole thing on there.
All 15 minutes.
Is it really? No, we have to cut it out. Some of it. Hold on, I'm seeing if we're at war. I'm just checking. It's kind of a big deal. Iran attacks spark chaos as 1,000+ ships hit by electronic warfare. There's maritime mayhem right now.
There you go, Russell. Go enlist. You're part of that battle.
Are you guys honestly going to go in? You and
That's Caden Fowler and Lucas Myers.
have you guys thought about going in though, Doc and you? Have you guys? What's that mean? Oh, he's a big guy.
I'm a little too big, probably.
Big feller. They get you in shape. They get you in shape.
Well, I think that wraps up our segment. As
I mean, probably a lot of that'd be cut out, but it's a great intro.
yeah,
It's a great intro.
it really gets digging into our life, what we think about on a daily basis, I guess.
Scary.
Yeah. Well, we'll catch you guys with the Sparta Bulldogs. All right, welcome to our first segment of today's show. As you know, we got the Bulldogs on here as they just won their first regional championship since 1991.
In 207 years.
But, you guys want to just introduce yourselves, let everybody know who you are.
I'm Coach Jordan Beckley. This is Dariontez Monroe, or as we like to call him, Shunk. You can thank his mom for that nickname. We use it quite often, and we appreciate it if you do too.
Spell it. How do you spell shunk?
Yeah, go ahead.
SHUNK.
Shunk it is, man. Shunk. I love it.
Shout out to Uncle Mikey with Shunk Dog. He likes that one too.
So head coach of the Sparta Bulldogs, and you are?
I ain't the point guard.
You're one of 5 players, Knucklehead. It's
One
all
of the
right. Just tell me
one of the
Darionte.
5 players. Dariontez Monroe.
And since he brought you today, you're obviously his favorite player. We're not editing that either. That's staying on. That's staying on.
But you guys have had a really good season. It's a very young core for you guys. What's it like to just be a part of that? Have a lot of guys that you've just grown up with to be on this team and be able to get a regional championship for the first time in 35 years.
I mean, it feels really good. We all spend time with each other. We all hang out together. So, we know how to get on each other, tell each other to lock in and let's play. And coming to this game, we were really ready for it. So, yeah.
I've noticed this, Shunk. I'm going to make sure I'm saying it right. Shunk, I love this. I love this, man. We've had a lot of guys on the show since we started doing this. This is our 15th episode together. And what is that?
My computer.
Listen.
Silent.
Unbelievable. He actually spoke. I didn't know he could. We call him Dr. Young. I didn't know he could talk to him. He's the man. over there doing networking. But we've had 1A guys on, we've had 2A guys on, 3A guys on. Here's what I've noticed. You covered a lot of 1A basketball this year. It seems like the 1A guys, the schools, are so tight-knit. The communities are smaller. I know we interviewed Nick King and Tommy King from Goreville and just talking about, growing up with kids. And is that the same with your friends in Sparta? I mean, is it a pretty tight-knit bond?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. We all grew up together ever since we were like little kids, playing outside, tackling each other, doing it all.
Like he said, most of our kids, or really all of our kids, I can't think of anybody that's moved in. I had them all as students at Lincoln when I taught there. I taught there before I came to the high school, so I've been around most of these kids for 10 years at this point.
That's important, right? I mean, to build that relationship with these guys, the trust. You got to trust in basketball. I mean, you play football too, you play baseball. I don't care what the sport is, but when you're those 5 guys out there on the floor, man, you got to trust the head coach over here.
Yeah, I think it's important too that I've coached them across multiple sports. So when somebody's a star in basketball, they may be in a supporting role in baseball, so they understand the give and take of how to let somebody else lead, and they do their role in whatever sport we're in at the time.
I've got to watch you guys a couple of times, and something I picked up on really quickly is you guys play very quick, but you guys play what I call you play like Meridian, but it's very, 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 very fundamental in my opinion. It's which I like watching it. But what's kind of the key to you guys to where you guys can run up and down the court so quick, but just do it so fluidly?
He's a cross country coach too.
Yeah. We use that term loosely. My name's on the cross country,
Okay.
but Eric Bayless is the guy that's really making that engine run. I'm just the talking head there. But as far as to answer your question, though, I like to call it controlled chaos. That's the time that we like to go with. John Wooden quote stuck with me a long time ago: "Be quick, but not in a hurry." And we want to make everything look like it's too fast for everybody else, but still in control for us.
Teams do not like to be pressed. They do not like to be pressed. They hate it. And if you're good at it, you can change anybody. I mean, I don't care who it is. How's that feel as a player?
I feels really good to see a team get frustrated of us pressing like every time. Feels really good.
It's almost like you could smell it in the air, man. You could smell it's like, oh, God, they're coming again. Oh, great. How many timeouts we got left? Oh, we've used them all.
Well, I remember against Woodlawn the first go-round, you guys ended up losing, but you guys won this more important
You
time.
didn't have to say that, but
We remember it.
But, I remember Coach Cooper, he almost had one timeout going into the fourth against you guys that first time. He ended up keeping 2, but it was just you guys came out there and just jumped on him out of the half. It was crazy. Did you guys outscore him maybe 30 to something in the second? It was crazy.
We were down 20 at the half and had the game tied by the last 30 seconds before we had to try and get it out of Cooper's hands, and it backfired.
But just seeing them in the regional, in the midwinter champion, holiday tournament championship.
figure it out, Russ.
In the holiday tournament championship, how much did that help you guys whenever it came to playing them at home and getting to see them once again for a regional?
I felt like that second half was definitely a turning point for us. We shot the ball awful in the first half. I don't think we were scared or tight or any of those things. We just had a bad first half. And the way the kids responded, I think it definitely opened my eyes, and I think it did theirs, that they can play with anybody. If you can fight back from 20 points down to the team that was ranked number 1 in the state at the time, then you can do it to anybody. And I think that was a huge building block for us, even though we came up short.
I know this much. One of my best friends at work, his son's a running back at West Frankfort and a point guard at West Frankfort. And so on Saturdays, hopefully nobody at my job is paying attention. I work at Weeks Dealership in Benton. Tyson Samples is his name. His son's name's Chris Samples. You played against him in football. I watched the football game with you guys, Sparta and West Frankfort. And this is, a few months ago. And he said, Travis, Sparta's getting better. And don't get mad at me. I was like, okay. Because Sparta hadn't been good in football in a while, okay? Right. And this is going to make sense what I'm getting to here. So I watched that game. I saw you and different kids on the team. I was like, they got some good athletes. There's something going here, And I know you guys finished 5-4 in football. In a small town, how much does it help that you had some success in football, you got some wins, and then it's almost like, hey, we can do this, man. We can keep winning. It's not that culture of, oh, man, we're 1-8 this year in football, or we're 2-7, or, does it not help?
Yeah, it feels real good, and to see our community come back and like support us a lot, like coming out and seeing those stands that packed, it felt very good.
It had to feel great, man, because, I know I said it earlier, but, we've been spoiled over here. I grew up in this town. I grew up in Benton. Russell just told me a minute ago, I think he said to you guys, we've won 40 regionals. I mean, that's crazy. 40 regional titles in boys basketball. It had been since 1991, since you guys had won one. You were on your home floor. What does that mean? Both of you guys take this question. What's that mean for your town, your school?
I'll let you go first if you want to.
What it means, it felt great just to see like how they all flooded the court. We all celebrated with each other. It felt real good to me to see all of us like coming in together as like one big old family.
Yeah, that's sports. That's the beauty of it, man.
Yeah, if you watched, I don't know how many people watched the game and all that stuff. I'm sure you can still see it on NFL.
14 million.
I'm sure you can see on NFHS, though, that a lot of our kids didn't even go take the plaque right away. They went and shook hands with everybody around, and like you said, it's a community thing. It's when I took over 5 years ago, that was my goal. Is when I played in high school, Midwinter Classic, the stands were full.
Yeah.
When I started coaching, they were pretty much empty. And the goal was to get back to where it was a community event to be at basketball games, that people want to be there because it's the best thing to do in town on a Friday night. And, luckily we're back at that point now.
Winning cures all, Coach.
Yeah. Right.
I think it's just special to watch your team. You mentioned about how the team's so closely knit, but just mention how old each guy is on the team.
That blew me away when he told us earlier. Yeah, I love to hear this.
Yeah, we start at freshmen, 2 sophomores, and 2 juniors. In our rotation, we bring 2 seniors off the bench, sometimes 3, depending on injuries and things like that, obviously. And bring another junior off the bench. But that's what we play.
Freshmen, 2 sophomores, and 2 juniors. One of those juniors being Shunk.
Yeah. Yeah, Shunk, don't forget Relvin.
Who?
Relvin, that's his
Relvin.
rap name.
Who's what name?
Tyrell Charles, his rap name's Relvin.
Who's Tyrell Charles?
That's a freshman, right?
No, that's number 0, the big man.
Oh, his rap name.
Oh, yeah. These guys, I don't call them by their... I don't ever use their government names. It's all
No
the
government names.
Jakai, that's Little Bear.
This is all right. You gotta. All right. You open this up, Coach. All right. I want everyone's nickname right now. We'll go through the roster.
We'll start at the top. So Grant's is G-Rant.
G-Rant.
Let's see. Our next one would probably be Shunk or Shunk Dog.
Oh no.
Tyrell,
D-A-W-G or D-O-G?
D-A-W-G, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. And then you got Relvin that we talked about. Camden Allard's Jimmy.
What?
Yeah. So we had an open gym, in the summertime. We had some guys, scrimmaging and whatever, and didn't know his name and just pointed at him randomly and said, "I got Jimmy." And ever since then, it's stuck.
That's awesome.
He's been baby boy at one point. His younger brother, Grant Allard, so when he doesn't play defense, we'd call him baby boy at that point. Wake him up a little bit. He goes and does what he needs to. Like I said, Little Bear is from Jakai, which his older brother played for me. And he'd miss practice from time to time. He couldn't get out of bed, hibernating. So we called him Big Bear, and now we got Little Bear.
This is great.
Is there any other ones I missed?
Does DJ have one, or does he just go by DJ?
He's usually just DJ. If he's in trouble, he's Doramius. That's his real name.
That's his government name. What is it again?
Doramius.
That's scrabble a lot of points.
He's actually a junior. That's where the
there we
comes
go.
From. Ian goes by E-Wall sometimes. Ian Wallace. I think that's about it, though.
Woody.
Oh, yeah, Daquan Woods. We call him Woody.
What? That makes sense. Daquan Woods, Woody. Now it makes sense why these guys are so tight.
I forgot about Kessler.
Oh, man.
Kessler depends on what day he's having in practice that day. When he's playing tough, he's big nasty. If we need him to rebound a little harder, he's Charmin.
Oh, I love this. This is the best segment right here. This is great.
Yeah, we like to have fun with it, so hopefully nobody gets offended by anything.
Get over
Our
it.
kids don't. They enjoy it.
That's awesome. I don't know. I always enjoyed nicknames. We had Coach Kinsman. He just brought the table in, and we're getting that next week in here. But Coach Kinsman, he always came up with the greatest nicknames. He was our offensive line coach for many years, and I don't know. I think nicknames builds a lot of character to a player.
Oh, I think so too. And I'll yell their nicknames across the court, and I'm sure we've got fans on other sides looking at me like, "What the heck is he talking about?" But they know exactly what I'm saying, and it's kind of a code, I guess, that we can say things under the radar of who we want to move around different places, and nobody else really knows what we're talking about. Until now, of course.
Now, hey, cat's out of the bag now. That's the greatest thing right there, the nicknames. I love that.
You need to tell Coach Wymo to do that.
Ron has no nicknames, I guarantee it. Ron's nicknames would be words we can't say on Ball and for God. Trust me, I've known Ronnie way too long. So, you guys, you came in this your fourth year, correct?
This is my fifth year.
Fifth year. What did it take? I mean, what made you want to take on this challenge? Because I went through the IHSA record books. I looked up Sparta. I looked at all the last few seasons before you took the job. Were you a glutton for punishment, or you knew you could turn it around?
I like a challenge. And I honestly believed the whole time I could turn it around. I thought it was, I applied for the job. Well, when I first moved back to Sparta, they hired Dan DeWerf, and it didn't work out. He didn't even coach a game. Left before the summer, and I was going to be his JV coach. So that kind of threw things for a wrench, and that's when Norton was hired as the head coach from the
Antivirus? Norton Antivirus?
Yeah. No, John's still our principal at the grade school.
Doing a great job, John. Doing a great job.
Had a great relationship still. I'd love to have him come back and coach some more. But when he got out, that's whenever I got the job. I was his JV coach for a while too. But like I said, I took over a baseball program that had 0 wins the year before. I took over a basketball program that had 0 wins before.
0 people. We're not making this up. IHSA.org. Click on S in basketball. Look up Sparta. 0 before you took the job.
And also a cross-country program that had 3 kids my first year. And we actually won the conference this year. I enjoy that type of thing that, if I knew more about football, I might have tried that at some point too. Luckily now we have Coach Cordes, so I don't have to worry about that. He's got things under control.
He does, yes.
But, I enjoy a challenge like that. And I don't know, I just try and work my butt off and see what happens.
What was it like coming back to the community after being away and then coming back to where you grew up at and coaching the teams?
For me, I went away for a couple of years. I was down in Carterville, Missouri. I spent 2 years down there coaching grade school basketball, but I don't know how many people know my brother passed away while I was down there, so I had a lot of reasons to come back at that time. I've always used that as motivation. He didn't get to live the rest of his life, so I'm going to try and make mine as useful as I can while I'm here.
That's powerful. The kids obviously believe in you, man. I mean,
hope so.
Because I can tell the relationship you guys have. I see the smile on his face, and that's something a good coach shapes men or women, whatever boys or girls sports you're in. But it's a big role. I mean, because I've grown up in Southern Illinois, and I'm sure not every single kid on your team has the greatest home life.
No, not all of them. Like you said, it's a role that I take on and take very seriously. Do they all have parents at home? No, they don't. And
that's everywhere.
Sometimes I do things in a parent role that maybe others don't have to where they're at or whatever. But it's all about just trying to get them to go on and have productive lives outside of the sport. And luckily for me, we're able to use basketball, baseball, football at times too. To do those things, and that's something we don't take lightly in Sparta right now.
So we talked before the show, shifting gears a little bit, but you were a 4-sport athlete, is that correct? Mm-hmm. So how does that help you? I mean, you can answer this too, but how does being a multi-sport athlete help you as a player, developing your game and everything?
Well, I would really say, like, being a multi-athlete sport, it really helps me because, like, I get more bonding with the rest of my teammates and more of my friends. Like, most of them that do basketball do baseball. So, like, they might be better than me at baseball. So they like how I push them in basketball, they push me in baseball because I wouldn't say I'm the best, but like they push me to my best. Track, like I said, basketball we got some track people. Like in track, I might slack and they might push me in track how I push them in basketball. And then football, we got some football players that play basketball. Now, as me as the QB, I push them how I push them in basketball. So I really say it just helps to push each other for real.
I love it. You know, in the small schools, and big schools too, but you know, you get into your 3A and 4A schools, a lot of those kids are one-sport athletes. And they could, not that they're not good enough, they could play whatever they wanted a lot of times, but for whatever reasons, specialization, did I say that right?
Yep.
I haven't had enough caffeine. Specialization, you can't have that as much in a 1A and 2A school. And not compete. I mean, you can have it. He could play one sport, but you guys wouldn't be as good.
Right.
No different than kids at Benton or at Heron, or you could pick the schools around here, you know?
We went through that period a little bit in Sparta, especially following COVID. You know, where kids tried to focus on one thing or just kind of lost interest in sports. You know, you sit around for 9 months at a time not doing anything, and it's easier to keep doing it than it is to get off the couch and go back and play. So, you know, we saw a lot of our teams really drop in terms of the participation. I know one year we were real close to not having a girls softball team. We only had 9 girls. You know, all those things are starting to bounce back now, but you hit it on earlier. The key to all that success, when you start going out and winning some games, now everybody wants to come play. Whereas before, when we weren't winning much, it took some kids to have some mental toughness to want to come out and even try to. And luckily, we've been able to turn that around in a lot of sports right now.
This basketball season, you guys have obviously had a great season. Was it 31-4 right now? Is that right?
That sounds right.
Sounds good. Close enough. Who's counting? Going into the sectional, give me your thoughts.
Just keep it going. I mean, I know that's everybody's praising, you know, won the first regional since '91, all that, and you know we're happy we did it. I'm not saying that by any
You're not
means.
Satisfied, right?
No, I'm not at all. Anybody that knows me is I'm very much of I'm gonna prove you wrong type. You know, I took this job, and like you said, what was I thinking? I've had my own boss tell me you can't win here. Well, I did. We're gonna keep doing it, and that's the goal, is to continue that. You know, we know we're gonna face some great competition with Goreville, Hardin County, Waltonville, whoever wins that one. But we can't be satisfied just to, you know, finally break through. It's continue. The job's not done yet.
Shunk?
Like Coach always said, like coming to the game against Woodline, even after they beat us, he said it's just another game. Yeah, this crowd is packed, it's packed, but just play it like another game. And as we did that, we won. So like coming into this game versus Goreville, we just gonna play it like another game, like it's a regular in-season game.
Goreville's Wednesday night, correct?
Wednesday at 7, yeah.
Wednesday 7 at
Trico.
At
Trico.
Trico.
Campbell, the big city of Campbell Hill.
I think I'm gonna make the trip. I
I
don't
think
know.
I too. I think my dad just got 4 tickets tonight.
Figure out
today or
where
something.
Darren's going.
Yeah, I'm. How far is Trico from you guys?
About 20 minutes.
So not the same drive Goreville will have. Goreville will leave today to get their. Oh, now I'm gonna say this: we had the Goreville guys on. I know the Goreville guys well. Coach Tripp does an amazing job at Goreville, and I'm just gonna be straight up with you. Your teams remind me of each other.
Yeah, that's
There's
exactly
a lot
what I
of
thought.
similarities.
There's a lot of similarities.
I watched the Cairo game that they played this morning, and I thought the same thing, that, you know, we play a very similar style.
Little helter-skelter.
Yeah, be high energy and fast paced. And interesting fact for you, Coach Tripp coached me for 2 days
What?
when I was in high school.
2 days?
Yeah, it's a weird story. We went to camp at McKendree, and he was there also with their team. We only had 6 kids for our JV, so they split us into 2 teams with Goreville. And he coached me for 2 days. I guarantee he has no idea he did it. He won't remember me one bit. Guaranteed. But
Did you have hair then?
I did have hair then.
I'm trying to picture what kind of hair you had.
You don't want to.
No!
That's why
bowl
it's the way it
cut?
is now.
Did you have a bowl cut?
I did at one point in life, yes. My mom's a hairstylist, and she'll still let me do it.
Maybe I could see him like with a perm or something. Maybe did you ever?
I
Have
tried that one time, and that didn't last very long either.
Oh
laughing,
man, this is great. I mean, I got all the nicknames from Sparta. If anybody needs haircuts, you can go see what's your mom's name?
Liz Beckley, Jane, where's she at?
Where's she work at? We might need to go get a haircut.
Sheer thing, I think.
Sure thing.
Is
All
that
right.
it?
I think, I don't
Neither.
Shunk's probably got a barber.
Edit that part out that I didn't know where it was at.
Love you, Mom. Oh my God, I don't even know what we're talking about now. This is great.
Game on Wednesday.
Yeah, some stupid game you got. Well, something coming up Wednesday. You guys got something. Goreville. No, you played for Todd Tripp for 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days.
And you graduated what? 06?
06, yeah.
From Sparta. Hey, here's something he told me on the phone yesterday. You grew up where for the first 10 years?
Woodlawn. I was born in Woodlawn and
Wow.
stayed there through the 4th grade.
Haven't brought that up yet.
Yeah, so
Do the Woodlawn people know that?
my grandma still lives there, so knowing her, everybody knows it.
My grandson just whipped you.
She wouldn't be that bold about it. She doesn't really know who I am, though.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if there what connection, if you had any sort of connections like to Goreville or anything, and that's actually kind of funny. That's a cool story. But I mean, have you ever, besides that JV type thing, did you guys ever play against Goreville in high school or anything like that?
Not as a player. I coached against Coach Tripp 3 years ago in the Cesar tournament. They beat us on a buzzer beater by, I don't remember if it was his son or his nephew.
Oh, I remember that.
Cool
Yeah.
trip.
Yeah.
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 Cole hit the 3. I always swore he traveled, which it's here nor there at this point. We're not going to overturn it. But,
Russ, do you have it on video?
Darren does probably.
Darren probably.
I think Darren was there.
Probably. Was that the championship or the 3rd place game? That I don't remember.
Oh, neither. That's a nice tournament, though.
Yeah, we played in it a couple times. We were in it when I was in high school and took a break and went back to it, I think, or something happened, whatever it was, and
Sure.
ended up back there, and now we're at Pinckneyville.
You know, when you win, people want you to come to tournaments.
Yeah, it's a weird feeling.
Isn't it? You
We're
know,
starting
it's
to
like
find that
they're
out.
like, "Hey, Sparta, hey, we're gonna have to kick you guys out. We're bringing it now." It's like, "Hey, Sparta, would you like to be in the
nice
XYZ?"
Nice to feel wanted.
Yeah. You know, he said it though, and you said you just watch the game. You guys do remind me of each other with the tempo, fast paced, athletes everywhere. We had Nick King on a few weeks ago, and his brother Tommy. Nick. They both start. Really, really good players. Nick King's got a lot of bounce.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's got a lot of bounce. I mean, he told us the story about 8th grade. He didn't know he could dunk a basketball. He was in Hey Dudes. Kid threw it up to him. I'm like, I never had that problem. But, Lands and Green. Church. I mean, I'm sure I'm forgetting some of the guys. Their freshmen are good. Tripp and Compton. I mean, they've got a nice team.
Right.
Have these guys got to see him yet on anything?
I don't think so.
Film
Not
or
that I've
anything?
shown them yet. We haven't sat down and done it as a group.
Well, is that something you guys do? I mean, will you do that prior to?
It depends on the matchup. Sometimes we sit down and watch film. Other times I just give a scouting report.
Sure.
We'll walk through plays that we know and things like that. But we don't spend a lot of time watching film as a group, though.
Are you like Benton, where Ron has like 42 assistants that break down film, or is it
Only
just
2
you?
assistants.
2 assistants.
One's
At Benton,
my
you get
dad.
12.
Maybe we'll get to that point.
And one's your dad.
Yeah, one's my dad.
You can't make this stuff up, man.
This is his first year, so maybe he was the
He's-
magic trick that we needed. I don't know.
I like it, man.
So for you guys, what was the? I don't know. I don't want to say it's relieving necessarily, but it might be. But what was it like to get out of the bracket of death of 2A and come down to 1A?
It's kind of odd, honestly. No disrespect to anybody in 2A, but I felt like we could have won 2A this year. I felt like we had a better chance in 2A this year than we ever have in the past. And then obviously, like I said, we get Waltonville and Woodlawn both in a subsectional down here, so it's kind of like, well, here we go again. You leave one to come to another, but I was just happy to get it done. It doesn't matter where we're at. Just play what hand you're dealt.
I like it. Same with you. Are you one of these guys? I'm sure I already know the answer. My youngest son was the freshman quarterback at Benton this year, and there's something about dudes that play quarterback. Very, 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 very competitive men. Are you quite the competitor?
Yeah.
Take on any challenge, right?
Yes, sir.
I love it, man. It's got to be exciting. You're new territory. We won't belabor the fact it's been a long time since you won a regional. That doesn't matter now. There's 4 teams left in the sectional. As a competitor, how excited are you to get this next challenge?
I'm very excited. I really can't wait. I feel like it's going to be a really good game.
I think it's gonna be fun. I think you guys, I don't know, Woodlawn, you guys, I feel like you guys matched up very well with Wood. I mean, like you guys out as far as I don't know. You think you guys better matched up with Woodlawn because they're more of tall, lengthy kids, and you guys are quicker. And I feel like you guys that was a good matchup for you guys. You and Goreville, in my opinion, which you said you watched them, but you guys are like I don't know, just like looking in a mirror almost.
Yeah, like I said, it's very similar styles. They're going to shoot a lot of threes. We shoot a lot of threes. Hopefully we shoot it better than we did against Woodlawn. That was not very good. But, it's going to be a lot of long rebounds. Who wants to go get the ball? It's going to be a fight for, like I said, just to get to the ball and secure it and go the other way. Should be very high-paced.
I'm calling it right now, 83-80.
83-80.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, 83-80. High scoring. That's what I like. Octane.
Do you like playing in the high scoring game more or like a lower scoring?
I prefer the high scoring.
Love it. I knew the answer before he said it.
And most people are against the shot clock. I'm all for it.
I wish it was a 24-second clock. Doc, what is it going to be, 35 seconds?
35.
Dang it.
There's multiple times this year we've held the ball for over a minute and things like that. But
Yeah.
I'm going to use it while I can if we need to. If I feel like it benefits us, we'll hold the ball. But, like I said, I'd much rather – I think it's better for the game overall. Get up and get out on the floor and play the game.
Well, it trains them for college too. I mean, for the guys that are going to play college, and it just trains them. It gets you used to thinking, oh, we got 5 seconds left, we got 10 seconds, and I think it's gonna be very beneficial for everybody. Do you guys already have your shot clock in the gym, or?
We don't even have shot clocks ordered yet.
Yeah, I was
Fundraiser. Sparta High School's doing a fundraiser.
Well, that's the main thing that everybody's been wondering is everybody gonna be able to get shot clocks? Are they gonna be able to get it done in time? And
What do they cost?
I don't know.
I want to say a couple grand, but I don't know that as a fact.
Do you think you guys will? And this is another thing that everybody was questioning is, do you think you guys will struggle with getting a shot clock operator?
As long as they win, they won't.
Yeah, I don't think we will, but I could be wrong on that. I mean, I'm not in charge of that, so luckily I don't have to be in charge of that.
Well, I mean, that's another person you have to have at the score table now.
Right.
I know because at certain times I'm at the score table on road games, as the book. Yeah, I mean, it's another thing it's another cost. It's another person you got to have there. I know the thing everybody's worried about with the shot clock coming in next year is, offensive rebound. You don't reset the clock. It goes to 20, correct?
Yeah.
So they're worried. I know the state and the Referees Association, we have a bunch of refs that come on the show. They don't want people – they worry about that they'll kick it back to 35 or they'll forget to reset it or, And it's awkward. We play it in the Rich Heron Classic every year, which you guys played in, not this year, but last year. Actually played us.
Right.
We had it, the 35-second clock this year, and it's like guys start looking around.
Well, I remember Zach Green. He
get buzzes and they don't know what to do.
He plays for Goreville, and they clock was at maybe 4 or 5 seconds, and he's just sitting there dribbling around, and they're like, "Hey, 3 seconds," and he just jacks it up from I don't know, maybe 25 feet or so, and I was like, it went in. I was like, oh my gosh, maybe I'll create some more shots like that.
We played with it 2 years ago. We had one violation, and that's the only time we were even close to it. And it was the ball that gotten hit out of bounds in the middle of the play. And as a coaching staff, it was on us completely. We just kind of forgot. We told them, we'll let you guys know at 5 seconds. I think it went out with like 8. We inbounded the ball, and we just didn't pay attention to the clock as a staff, not being used to it. And it cost us 1 possession, but I don't think in the future, like I said, it'll do much for us at all. What do you think? We usually shoot it about 10 seconds or less, don't we?
Yeah, a lot.
It's got to be exciting for you to be part of this group this gets oversaid so many times in sports. So I hate cliches because there's so much cliches in sports, but you guys, this is the group that's changed your culture, man. I mean, you guys, regional champs now. He's just a junior. You have a freshman that starts. You have 2 sophomores that start. I'm sure you got guys coming up. You'll remember this when you're old like me. It's my first time to say it on the show so far. How far are we in? 30 minutes. 30 minutes. First time I brought up, I'll be 48 in a month. I always have to get my age in because, these guys are 19. When you're old like me, you'll remember these days, and you'll think, hey, man, I was part of that group, and hopefully we look back 20, 30 years from now, and Sparta just kept winning. But enjoy it because, it's a lot of hard work, but now these guys are going to expect to win, and there's a difference now. You know, before it was like, yeah, we're sneaking up on people. The Bulldogs ain't sneaking up on anybody no more.
No, we noticed that in the second half of the year, really after the first matchup with Woodlawn. We started getting a lot better. Everybody's best shot, I should say. It felt like that, they were really coming after us, and we were circled on the schedule at that point, it felt like. And, like you said, it's they're the group that changed it now, but I almost want to go back to Ethan Willis, Braden Henry, Zach Bodeker, James Pillars, those guys that I had 3 years ago. We had 23 wins then. Most people didn't really pay any attention to it.
Your regional was...
Yeah, I mean, at that time, we weren't probably going to go anywhere in the postseason. We could beat anybody, but we probably weren't going to beat anybody 3 games in a row, which is what it would have took to win the regional back then. So
you
our
were in the
turnaround...
Cahokia Conference that year, weren't you?
Yes.
But, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we were 1 game away from winning the conference that year.
Wow.
We had a chance to at the end of the year and just didn't get it done. But I feel like that's the team that kind of started the change in the culture.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where it started, just in Sparta. Nobody outside of Sparta really, gave us much attention, and that's fine. We didn't need it. It was just these guys have continued that on, and really, I feel like they're almost a year ahead of schedule. Where I thought you mentioned how young everybody is, I really thought this was coming next year. So it's been here a little bit early, but they've done a great job of handling it. Along the way, it's a pretty young team overall.
For you guys, I mean, we talked about how tight knit the group is and everything, and just it's a young team, but. You said you dealt with some injuries. I heard about some injuries, but with some guys being out, how'd that help? I know it sounds weird, but how'd that help you guys as a team grow more?
Oh, it's been instrumental. I mean, we played the first game without him. You're looking at
No Shunk?
No Shunk Dog game 1.
No Shunk Dog.
So
D-A-double-G!
So we get through Waterloo without him, and made some kids step up. Like I said, Jakai, it's first game ever, and now we're playing without one of our top players that he had to learn on the fly. Not that he wasn't going to start anyway, but it's just one less, key cog to go to. We played without Ian Wallace for, I think, the first 10 games. He got hurt in the JV game, so we really played that Waterloo game with 6 kids. And, that's a heck of a way to start out a season when you're expecting to play 9 or 10. And then, Jimmy got hurt there right before the Woodlawn game, so that's another one that we had to adjust to on the fly. Play that game without him with no practice time in between. Lost DJ for, 6 games-ish, somewhere around there. So, we've dealt with injuries all year. It's something I put down that, most people probably thought I was being a crybaby in the regional seedings, but we still haven't lost a game all year at full strength. Every game we've lost, we've been missing a starter.
Okay, I'm going to ask this question. And I said I wasn't going to say any more cliches, but this might be a cliche. You guys are in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
There's people that still think you're in the River Conference. There are people that still think Sparta's in the River.
We still have the River Conference championships on the wall. We haven't adapted to the Cahokia yet.
Right. How far is Sparta to Benton? What was the drive today?
Right at an hour.
It's an hour away. How far is Sparta to St. Louis?
About an hour.
You're let's just be blunt. Yeah. You're over there kind of in your own world. This is the first time we've had you guys on. I told you with winning, people are going to hunt you down. Does that give you an edge? Does it give you, here's the cliche, a chip on your shoulder?
Of course. Like I said, I felt disrespected in the rankings all year, and not that rankings matter. I mean, it is what it is. It's just a number.
Russ, I started putting them in our rankings early. Gosh dang it. I started having you in the Bump for God rankings.
I appreciate that. Like I said, the first Nesto rankings that came out, we weren't ranked.
Ooh. Get Aaron Britton on the phone, Russ.
Call on.
He's bumped us up and out at times and whatever,
Sure.
and I'm not picking on him particularly. State rankings, we're not in the top 10 this week.
Really?
I bet we are next week.
I guarantee you are next week.
So that's given us a chip all the time, and like I said, we've had comments made in the past about our town and things like that we've heard, and I keep receipts on those things.
Ooh, it's receipts. I love it. How about you?
Seem like you're just a gamer. You go play the game and.
Chunk's got that $1 million smile. Got that. I like that, man. A good attitude goes a long way. That's what my wife tells me because I'm on it. She tells me I should be, a little more pep in my step sometimes. Quit complaining. I'm old.
You're 48 now.
I'm 48, man. I mean, I'm old. Body hurts. Not shaped like Coach over here. You're a quarterback. Great shape. Dr. Young's networking. Are you awake?
I'm tired. I slept 2 hours last night.
Are you serious? What are you doing?
I can't sleep.
Oh, my Lord. We're going to pray for him for the show.
He was watching Midwest safety videos.
I don't even know what that means. Midwest safety video? What is that?
You guys know what that is?
I do not.
What is Midwest safety videos?
It's police body cam footage videos.
Oh, my God. Help me. His dad's a cop. You going to be a cop, too? You going to take my picture now?
Taking a video.
Unbelievable. Okay, I'm putting you on the spot. You're here. Who knows if you guys will ever be back? It's an hour away. I'm just kidding. You play football. You play basketball. Play baseball. You run track. What do you play in baseball? What's your position? What do you...
Outfield, pitcher, or first base.
Okay. Rob a home run. Make a game-winning 3. Or throw a touchdown. Pretend he's not sitting here. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm going to say touchdown for him.
You had a lot of touchdowns this year.
Yeah.
Is that... Look at that smile.
Yeah.
You're dual threat, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like I just watched the Frankfurt game, and, yeah. Do you like to run it or chuck it?
I love to chuck it. I love to fly ball. I love to take my step back and see my brother Tyrell on the outside. We make the connection. We like, it's big. Just go.
Your brother's on the team?
Yeah, Tyrell, number 4.
Oh,
I
wow.
call him
It's
my
relevant.
brother. Relevant.
What's his nickname?
No, Relvin's his nickname. Tyrell.
That's-
Charles. He's
Help me out here. I'm lost.
Tyrell's 0 in basketball.
I'm just an old white dude, man. You guys got to help me out here. You just got to help me out here.
He's number 0 in basketball, number 4 in football.
Hey, what's his rap name?
Relvin.
Melvin! Where do we find his music?
He gotta send it like he do it on this app called Ben Lab, and then he'll download it and then he'll send it to us and we'll listen to it.
You guys listen to it in the locker room and stuff?
No.
No. Can't? Not allowed?
No, it should be allowed.
It's allowed.
Okay.
We just never played it.
Relvin does some mumbling. I can't understand.
Relvin sounds like who? Who's your brother sound like?
I don't even know.
Is there like a rapper out now
Is he
that...
his own style?
He got like his own style. It's different.
You like it?
Yeah, it's funny.
What grade is he in?
He's a junior.
All right, man, I'm lost.
Well, I got so many young guys there.
My gosh.
Benton doesn't have that problem right now. We got maybe 9 seniors. Is that
Oh, I
right?
got like 1,000.
And then
Yeah.
Porter's a sophomore.
Yeah.
We'll have 3 seniors this year and 3 seniors next year.
One of them here.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun though. This is a fun time for you guys. I mean, this is we're an hour in here with you, and we appreciate you guys coming on. Don't take it for granted, man. I mean, I know you don't. You've been around it, but these young guys, man, you never know. I mean, you never know what can happen.
Flip of a coin, it happens. I mean, I played football in high school. We lost in the quarterfinals my senior year, last second. Well, it was in overtime. Went for a 2-point conversion. We didn't get it, and we lost 27-26. So I mean, it can end just like that. But I don't know. I always think about it. It's so fun looking back on high school.
Yeah, you're a year out of high school, Russ.
It's still fun to look back on it, though. You know.
Oh, I
Just
know.
didn't have to look back very far.
No, you don't have to look back very far. Did you play other sports in high school?
I played baseball, basketball, and golf.
Okay. Golf.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you a good golfer?
No, I was not good. I was good enough to be there, and
Would you make the Benton team?
no, not at all. I wouldn't make the Benton grade school team. I
Oh my
don't
God,
think.
we got a good golf program, man. Wow. I mean, the kids over here joke. You know, my son that's Russ's age played football, basketball, and baseball at Benton. And the golf guys, man, you know this. They
Yeah.
give it to those guys that play football and basketball and stuff. They're like, we're a golf school. Oh, those guys get I just said something.
Well, even sometimes they'll say we're a running school.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, we got,
Yeah, did a good job there,
Gavin
too.
Genesio.
Yes.
I think he'll be an Olympian one day. I'm saying it on the show. He's a sophomore at University of Tennessee right now. And in the SEC, I don't want to say this wrong, was it their track conference meet?
Yeah.
You get 8th?
Yeah, I saw that.
He got 8th as a sophomore in the SEC, which is the best running conference in the country.
Right.
You run a 4:03 or something, mile.
It's a lot faster than what I would do.
I can almost drive it that fast. But, I mean, all kidding aside, we got McLean,
Goob.
Greg McLean's son, Yeah, Goob McLean, a nickname. He does have a nickname, Goob. His actual name is what?
Gabriel.
Gabriel McLean's at Gonzaga. So a little bit Benton, Illinois. We got a kid running track or cross country at Gonzaga.
Wrestling guy.
We got a wrestling kid at
Kent State. Mason
Teifel, who's a state champ.
AJ Kinsman.
But AJ Kinsman was a 2-time state champ in the shot put. Just graduated from Benton, same age as Russ.
His dad made that table.
His dad made the table. You guys are going to sign before you leave. We have it where you guys can autograph it. It's pretty cool. But here's what I'm saying all this. You'll notice now when you guys are winning, it's like people feed off it. People feed off that energy. You know, I mean, football had a winning season. Now, basketball's had a tremendous season. I don't know how you guys are in baseball. I have no clue. I don't know if you're good or bad in baseball. But you watch now, kids will start to believe that we can beat people. You know, we can win. We can do this. It'll become the norm where over here, like, you know, we're 26-6 right now after getting beaten the sectional last year by Breese Central. People thought, oh, man. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I in my office, in the dealership, I have a calendar. It's got all of our games on it. My man Bucket Hat, Chris Case, who's on the show last week, made me a big poster, had every game on there. So guys would come into my desk and sit down and they go, well, there's 31 regular season games. Where do you think we're going to go? 19-12, 18-13, 20-11. Those kids at Benton have been used to winning. Those guys that were coming up, you know, the TJ Hamiltons and the Clay Gages that were sitting last year not playing as much. You know, Schaefer was playing. Wiggs was playing. Porter was just a freshman. They're used to winning. And you'll watch at Sparta, kids will just be like, hey, we're going to win now, you know? That's an awesome feeling. That's a big change from, like I said, I looked at football, and I didn't look at baseball. I looked at football and basketball, and I saw in the last 20 years there wasn't a ton of winning.
No, there wasn't. Our last winning season, our last 21 season, I think was 2014, somewhere around there. So, it'd been 10 years since we'd done that. Prior to, like I said, we won 23 a couple years ago.
Right.
Football, our last winning season was, 1992?
Neil Birchler? No, he wasn't there. Birchler was like 96. He's my
Dave
age.
Peck was the coach, I believe.
Who?
Dave Peck.
Yes. Dave
I believe
Peck, that's
he was
right.
the coach at that time. I could be wrong on that. Sorry if I am, but I think that's correct.
We'll edit that out.
Yeah, last time we won the conference it's been at least 20 years since we won the conference. Well, since we were in the River to River in 94,
Yeah.
we had none there, so this is the first one in the Cahokia. Actually, the cross country one was the first one of any sport in the Cahokia, so we've been 5 years dry streak with nothing anywhere. So yeah, it's a lot of fun to have some success and watch it carry across all the sports. But football definitely helps set the tone for us in basketball with the fan support and things like that. Stands are full, and we've not seen that in years. It was fun to be at football games, and that definitely carried over.
Yeah.
We've had those same people show up to basketball, watch us too, and we appreciate that.
I definitely agree. I think this is just my opinion. I think football definitely sets the stage in my opinion.
Sets the tone in your school.
I think Coach Weinmiller, he was really packing the crowds, and he had some really good teams throughout the 2010s. But man, once Coach Groves got the Benton football team making the playoffs every year, our school, it felt like just took a whole nother step.
Yeah, you can tell just by the vibe around school on Monday whether you won on Friday or not. It's you walk in on Monday after a loss and everybody's kind of dragging, and you got a case of the Mondays, as they say. We win on Friday and get a big win. There's all of a sudden there's energy, and that's a great thing that basketball helps carry over, but it's just not the same as football when we're playing 2 or 3, maybe 4 games in a week versus football. It's just one.
Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, that vibe stays all week until you can get rid of it again. So
I'll tell you this much. Russ, Big Russ here, is a big fan of the colors that Sparta wears. I gave you guys a couple shirts. You got to hold them up for us. The new Ballin' for God shirts are out. Now, don't yell at us because they got to be ironed. But the new Ballin' for God shirt out, Psalm 23:4. Look at the colors, guys.
that's what I'm saying. You knew we were coming.
We knew you were coming, man.
We appreciate it.
Yeah. Everybody's going to be, how'd you get that shirt? You've been wearing that to school.
Blue and white's my favorite.
Tell them why blue and white's favorite color. If you say Duke, I'm going to hit you in the head.
No, Kentucky Wildcats,
Yeah,
dude.
well, it can't be Duke.
Oh, I can't take Duke.
I'm a Carolina
Do you like
fan.
Duke?
No.
Thank Jesus.
Who's your favorite schools?
Carolina all the way.
Really?
You're a Carolina fan.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I'll
UNC
tolerate that more.
Tar Heel. I can take Tar Heels.
I don't got a favorite school.
Nobody. Who do you like to watch? College basketball. Who do you,
North Carolina.
just because coach?
Yeah,
He's still going to play you.
They don't get a chance. They come over to the house. Carolina's on.
Carolina's on. What
awesome.
are you cooking for them, though? If you bring these kids over,
With these guys,
Shoke's going to eat. I guarantee
it
it.
doesn't matter what I cook. They're all going to eat. It's typically pizza, though.
Pizza!
I don't mess with trying to cook for them. I just order the Pizza Hut. We'll watch our games or play 2K when they feel like getting their butt kicked by me.
What's it?
Do you have kids?
I have 2 kids.
And how old are they?
My daughter's 7, Kennedy, and my son Jace is 5. So Jace is learning a lot from having these knuckleheads around the house all the time.
Does Jace have a nickname?
That's awesome.
I usually go by JJ, Jace Jordan. So
Jace Jordan.
he goes by JJ, which, I kind of came from the JJ Redick. I don't like to admit that, being a Carolina fan. But I will give credit where credit's due. He can shoot
JJ's
the
got
ball.
my Lakers.
Yeah,
Man, JJ could shoot it, though.
that's the only time I'm giving Duke credit there.
I'm a LeBron. I'm a LeBron, like.
There's only been one Duke player that I've ever liked, and it's Cooper Flagg. I'm just gonna be honest. That's the only one I've ever liked.
If you just said Christian Laettner, I swear I would have broke the camera. I don't care what it cost.
I don't say his name. I can't say his name. I mean, you know about
You
that,
know who
right?
Christian Laettner is? I know he knows who that is. Look him up sometime. Google him.
Search up Christian Laettner versus Kentucky.
Oh, last second shot.
I have a 30 for 30 on ESPN called
Stepped on the
Christian Laettner.
Yeah. Grant Hill
I'll show
through
it
the
to you.
pass. Grant Hill, Hall
Stepped
of
on
Famer.
somebody's chest.
Stepped on Aminu Timberlake's chest, who left Kentucky and transferred to SIU Carbondale. There's a fun fact for everybody
Really?
here.
Didn't know that one.
Fun fact for everybody.
Yeah, I'll fall in line with that. What that documentary title was.
I mean, here's the thing. I had my son Trey, who Russ went to high school with. Trey had some friends at the house last night, and usually they're way too cool because our basement's like the place that all the kids want to hang out. No one wants to be upstairs, me and my wife, because we're old. She's younger than me, though. So we're sitting there, and we're diehard Laker fans because LeBron. I mean, if LeBron went to play for you could name the team, we'd go follow him.
Pistons when they lost 38 in a row.
No, we'd still follow LeBron, though. They're good now. But, so, my son, when he was growing up, he had Cavaliers jerseys, and then he had Heat jerseys, and now, so we're watching the game last night, and the Lakers, beat the Warriors. I was happy. But one of the people at the house started talking about Duke. I'm like, are you kidding me? Duke? And then I had to admit, though, I don't have a problem with Jason Tatum. St. Louis, went to Chaminade. Cooper Flagg's fun to watch. And I forgot Con Knipple. He's good.
He's another one who can shoot it.
And then I forgot Kyrie won me a championship. So, God, I'm having trouble with this. Kyrie won a title for me with the Cavaliers. Broke the curse. Hit the biggest shot on Steph Curry ever.
We have this argument daily at school. I'm the only Carolina fan in a sea of Duke fans. It's brutal.
Call Coach Gadisky, Ryan Gadisky. He'll.
Is he a Duke fan?
No, he's North Carolina fan.
Who's your favorite team in North Carolina?
My favorite team.
Who was your team that you just like, oh, I love these guys?
When they had Raymond Felton, Sean May, McCants.
Sean May.
Yeah.
Because they beat Illinois?
I got to see him in the Final Four practice.
Did you really?
I was a senior in high school and had a game at Valmar that day for baseball. Me and my dad went up and watched that practice. Sprinted across the bridge to get back in the truck, drove to Valmar, and had put my uniform on the dugout so I could play that day.
This guy's got stories nonstop.
That's
man.
worth it. That's worth it.
That's worth it, man.
When you went to high school with Greg Jones, Mark North, Roger Gerlach, Peck, Rich Williams, all those guys, your teachers, you learned to have some stories.
Rich Williams, I tell you what, Richie. I'm going to get Richie on the show. It's Richie's fault, man. Freshman game, stupid Pinckneyville beat us the last freshman game of the year. They freaking face guarded my kid the whole second half. He laughed about it. Like, thanks a lot, Rich.
Who's your favorite UNC player?
Favorite UNC player? Michael Jordan.
Really? Oh yeah, it's
Is LeBron
hard.
better than Jordan?
Yes.
Yes. Shoke's coming on the show weekly.
You young guys don't even know.
Shoke's coming on the show weekly. Coach probably got Jordans on.
Not today. Not today.
He's got Jordan pants on. I saw.
Yeah, I do. You're
I
right.
got the Jordans on.
See? Those aren't the
He's got
problems.
Jordans on. When you're old like me, you wear Hocus for orthotics, so I can stand up taller. I'm 6'2" in these things. I'm 6'1".
Feel ya.
The Jordan, listen. I got LeBron stuff at the house. Both my boys are diehard LeBron guys. I mean, get them on the phone right now. One of them's at work at Joe's Pizza. One of them's home sick But if you got him on the phone right now, and it's tough for me because I grew up, at my elder age here, Jordan was the man. But I was a big Charles Barkley guy. See my little Barkley guy? Yeah. I love the round mound to rebound. Charles Barkley. I love Charles Barkley. He was my guy. Terrible. But I can't go against Jordan. I mean, I know 6 titles, 6 MVPs. Undefeated in the post, in the NBA championship. Won an Olympic gold in '84. Man, he was the man. But it's tough for me. I love LeBron. I do. I mean, why do you like LeBron?
He was fun to watch growing up. Seeing him dunk on everybody.
Oh, so much power.
He's a beast.
He is a beast. I mean, he's so strong, man. I mean,
imagine if he had Jordan's mentality. I think he has.
He went to like 17 finals. I can't.
He did,
couldn't
but
win.
I just think that if he he had the body, but I feel like if he had more of Jordan or Kobe Bryant's.
God bless America.
I'm just saying. Do you agree with me?
I agree.
Oh, here. Have we cut this off yet? It's still recording. Guys, how many times has he been to the finals? That's not his fault that he had Zildrunas Zilgauskas on his team. I mean, look at those rosters he took.
Larry Hughes, another
St. Louis product. A Billiken. He was a Billiken. St. Louis Slew. Yeah, I mean...
Before we let you go...
I'm digressing, guys.
I'm just curious, because, you guys, like we said, you guys are kind of, right there. You're still Southern Illinois, but you're also kind of close to St. Louis. Who would you call, your local university? Because easily for us, it's SIU, Carbondale. And you guys got Edwardsville, you guys got Carbondale, you got SLU.
Well, I'm a McKendree graduate, so I would go with McKendree personally. But
he's a Bearcat. Or Bobcats, what are you guys?
Bearcat.
Could have let Austin get him.
Well, he won't wake up.
I was just curious about that, though, because I don't know. So you'd say McKendree for you?
Yeah, when I went to McKendree, I got to witness Statham's 1,000th win in person.
So you were graduated in 06, right? Mm-hmm. So you're right after Coach Matt Lahr, graduated.
Yeah, I didn't get to see him play. He was actually, my senior year, he was coaching at Stillville. They had a really good team the year before that. Went to Super Sectional and lost to Nashville. Rear and those guys took him out, but
we're going around.
Had Adam Megemeyer, state 3-point champ, dunk contest in the same year. They had a really good team.
So he won both?
Who did?
Yeah, Adam Megemeyer did.
From?
Stillville.
That
was Lauer's team that went to sectional against Nashville. Megemeyer won the 3-point shootout and the dunk contest the same year.
Oh my God! Wasn't Coach Lauer the Division II Player of the Year?
I believe so.
NAIA.
NAIA, okay.
NAIA, yeah. It was
McKendree was NAIA then?
Yeah.
I can't talk.
He scored a lot of points there, too.
I need more caffeine.
Yeah, I think he holds a school
What is he,
record for points and
7'6"? How tall is he? I'm kidding, Matt. How tall is Coach Lauer?
I'm going to say 6'10", 6'11".
Yeah, I know.
I think he's quite 7 foot that I'm aware of.
I know one thing, guys. Biggest feat I've ever seen besides Shaquille O'Neal's. when we play them, we just played them, I don't know when this show's going to come out.
Tuesday.
The show will come out before the sectional games. We were able to knock them off in double overtime. And I look over there with those shoes of his. From where I sit, I'm like, my God, that guy's won a 19.
Ty's got some pretty big shoes, too.
What size shoes you guys wear?
12 and a half.
12 and a half. What?
12 and a half.
What do you wear?
11.
12 and a half. 12 and a half. Hey, wait. Dr. Young, what size shoe you wear?
15.
15! I got one for you. Drake Porter. Do you guys know Drake Porter? For Benton? He's our quarterback. Starting small forward, what we call him for Benton?
I would call, yeah.
Small forward for Benton. On the basketball team. His dad, they were actually on the show last week. His dad played at Rend Lake, was an all-state basketball player at DuQuoin. That's where his dad, Drew's from. And he told me the other day, you can't make this up, because do you know this already? Mm-hmm. Drake is 6 foot tall. I'm going to make sure I didn't get this wrong. I mean, I'm not making up the size of his shoe. I mean, when his dad told me this, I was like, this is not real life. He wears a... Come on, Travis. me start rambling about ball games too much on here. When I tell you this, you guys are going to die. Because he's 6 foot tall. It's not like he's like 6'10" or something. He wears a 17 and a half.
What?
Wow. 17 and a half on him. Now, does that kid look like he wears 17 and a half?
No.
17 and a half. Look at that. Shoot. Doesn't even look real.
I didn't know he wore 17.
17 and a half Drake Porter wears.
Are you being serious?
I'm dead serious. His dad calls them sleds.
I just glad Shunk's a LeBron fan. That made my day. Made my day.
He might have to run for that tomorrow.
He's probably going to do it. Yeah. Man. Ross, what's the last thing we have for these guys? They got to get back to Sparta. It's like 14 days from here.
Well, who's winning, Goreville or Sparta?
I'm going to let you answer that one.
He put the pressure
Sparta.
on you. Put the pressure on you.
Bulldogs are taking it.
One more time, Sean.
Sparta.
Sparta.
Bulldogs taking down the Black Cats.
I'm saying, what did I say, 83-80?
83-80. And you predicted. Tell them what you did the other night.
I wasn't going to bring it up.
We still got to bring it up because it was a special performance still. Last game of his high school career.
Nathaniel Marlowe and Russell are buddies, and we've had him on the show. He's the second all-time leading scorer in the state of Illinois now. Tremendous player. He's a better young man than he is a basketball player. He actually, can't make this up, he couldn't come on the show today because he's preaching at a
Camp Point Baptist.
little Baptist church. And, I mean, the guy's like, I don't know. I said he's the next Billy Graham. I was serious. We interviewed him a couple months ago, and it's the most watched show we've ever done. I couldn't get him to talk about basketball. I'm not joking. This guy at the time, he was almost at 3,000 points.
Yeah.
And all he would talk about is the Lord and everything in his life. And, I mean, he's an 18-year-old kid, I think he's going to be talking about Snapchat and, I don't know, all the stuff kids talk about, and stuff. And why is my dad calling? Dave, I can't take your call right now. Sorry, Dad. But he probably wants me to give a better commercial because he knows we're doing the show. He sponsors the show. But anyways, Russell's usually the guy that gets a hold of the players because he's 19 years old. He knows all these guys through Instagram and all this stuff. I don't even have social media. But I just happened, I've texted him twice. And out of the blue, I text Nathaniel Marlowe before their game and said, hey, man, hope you have a great game tonight. Everybody in Southern Illinois is behind you. You can't make this up. I say to him in a text, because I sent it to Russell and a couple other guys, I said to Nathaniel, I said, I'm not making this up. Really proud of you. I said, this is just the beginning for you. I said, keep spreading the gospel with that jumper. He says, I will. Thank you. I say this at Friday at 11:44 in the morning. It's all on text. I said, I'm saying 41 tonight. He said, that would be awesome. I said, you got it. You know how many points he scored Friday night?
41.
41. Here's the best text ever. He says back to me, why couldn't you said 55? They'd have won if he'd had 55. I thought that was pretty good. But did you ever play them? Or have you?
No, we have not.
He's fun to watch, man.
I've watched some of his games online and stuff, but we've never seen him in person.
Fun kid to watch. Hard not to root for him, man.
Yeah, seems like a great kid, Great career for sure. And
for sure.
Everything I've heard, like you said, better person than player.
I mean, what did he finish with points-wise?
I forgot the exact amount of points, but I believe he was sitting about 80 points from the record.
Chico Vaughn. I mean, that's the GOAT. I mean, Chico Vaughn's the all-time leading scorer at SIU and the state of Illinois.
It's impressive.
That's very impressive without a three-point line. Wow. All right, Russ, finish it up for us.
Well, I just want to say I really appreciate you guys coming on. As you said, hour-long trip, and I don't know, we just appreciate it, and we definitely wish you the best of luck the rest of the season, and especially for the next couple of years. And you guys are so young, but yeah, thank you for coming on.
No problem. We appreciate the invite. And whatever we can do to promote Sparta basketball, we will. And hopefully, any of the jokes I made or anything, don't get under anybody's skin or anything like that.
We're hoping they do, but
well, it'll happen.
it's more clicks.
Did you hear what Sparta said?
Yes. Did you hear what? Hey, here's the thing, Sean. I gotta be honest. I didn't say anything about trophies. Everybody proud of me? I didn't even bring it up, guys.
That was well done.
Right? I was a good boy today. I didn't do nothing bad. I didn't do anything wrong. Thanks for coming on, man.
Thank you.
We'll probably see you guys Wednesday. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we're gonna be
Travis,
there Wednesday.
Travis will be
Big
there.
Dave's taking me down there.
It's either gonna be me or Darren Kennard. If one of us aren't there, something must have gone wrong, bad. So we'll see you guys Wednesday then. Welcome to our second segment of today's show. As you know, it's another group of guys that won a regional championship. You know, we had the Sparta Bulldogs on here. Now we got the Nashville Hornets.
We only take winners.
Hey, what if they're 0-30? Can we still take them?
No, they're not allowed on the show.
Not allowed. But yeah, you know, obviously a lot of people in our area know you guys. But you know, just introduce yourselves as father and son here.
I'm Stote Reeder, head coach at Nashville, and well, I'll let him introduce. But this is my son Max.
I'm senior at Nashville.
Okay, so I let Russ have the first question. I'm gonna ask it right now. I've been around sports my entire life. I've been everywhere, high school, pro, college stuff. What the freak does Stote mean? I mean, is that a family heirloom or is it a family?
So you're not the first and won't be the last. My full name is Stoughton. It's Stoughton, and it was great grandma's maiden name, and then great uncle's first name on my dad's side. And kind of a cool story is that I'm going to say 1921, but I could be wrong there. Atwood, Hammond, Rajas lost to Centralia in the state championship game in like 1921. If my dad watches this, he's going to be mad that I didn't remember the year.
Was Trout the coach then?
Probably. Who knows?
Probably.
But Centralia beat Atwood. It was like 19-12 or something in the state championship game. And in the Centralia lobby is that state championship trophy. And back then they engraved the rosters on the trophy, and Stote Reeder's on that.
Can't make that up.
Yeah.
Can't make it up, man.
Yeah. So I go by Stote because it's easier, but I still these days in restaurants when you like fast food restaurants, they want your name, you know. I always say either Max or Ty, one of my two sons' names, because that's easy.
No government name for you?
If I say Stote, they always say what, and then they ask me to spell it, and yeah, so it's just easier to go with Max or Ty.
Made fun of for it. Too.
No. Hey,
What's your name? Stoughton.
Yeah,
Gets laughed at.
yeah. Cop did laugh at me when I had him in the car.
I love it, man.
It's obviously a very special time of year right now. We talked to you about it in the interview, me and Matt. But what's it mean to get this regional championship? I mean, you got to win it with your son.
Do we take the monkey off?
Yeah.
What was it like to do it this year?
Well, it was really special. This group of seniors, I got to Nashville in 22. It's coming off the state championship game, and they had a really strong senior class. And I got the job. I was hired on August 1st, and school started August 8th. So I met my kids that first day of school. But what I didn't realize was there were 9 seniors on my first team. Like, I just assumed Carter Shanehair was probably one of maybe 3 juniors on that team because they only played those 5 guys, and Carter was the only junior that played. I had no idea there was 8 others just waiting their turn. I was told by many people that we've got to build leaders. Our leadership, that senior class was so strong that they were a great group of leaders, and we had to. We had a bunch of inexperienced guys, both football and basketball. Football lost the state championship game that year too, and this group they were freshmen that first year. It's my first 4-year group, and I don't know, just they have been so special to me since their freshman year. And yes, of course, this one makes it even more special. But Maddox and Blake, Tice, even Gavin Berkner and Gage Lanham, who never get any credit for what they do in practice. That was the most emotional part for me, was to get to those 6 guys to experience that moment, and to make it even harder was at Duster Thomas against Pinckneyville. That's never an easy task. I don't care what everybody's record is, but that's a 20-win Pinckneyville team that we had to beat on their floor. And they got out 7-0 and 18-8 or 18-9 or something, maybe 18-7. Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, because of these seniors, I was never panicked. I wasn't worried. I called timeout down 7-0 when Marlowe banged that 3, and I had a big pump up speech for them, and I didn't have to use it because they were all coming over. We're fine, guys. We're fine. We're fine.
You guys have experienced that, RA. I mean, you saw it with DeCoin just a couple days earlier. You guys were down by 12. I mean, and we talked in our interview at post game. I think you said you guys went into the fourth quarter down 5 times.
5 times since January 31st against Warrensburg. Warrensburg has down 6. We were dead tired, just dead. We had played, I think it was our 12th or 13th game in January, and I think we hit them with a 22-4 run in the fourth, and it's just been calm
without a shot clock.
Yeah, calm and calm with these kids, and it's not just the seniors. Like, it bleeds into Cassidy and Gannon and Palmer and Brenton. I mean, Brenton is the most calm sophomore in situations like that. He all of them. They just the best part was in the late third quarter, early fourth. You know, our depth is something special. You know, we have, I call them 8 starters, and every timeout coming to the bench, our guys are heads up, no leaning over, no deep breaths, and they're just, coach, they're gassed. We got to keep our foot down, they're gassed, and I got the chills a couple times in those timeouts because our boys have really bought into this style of play.
Coach, I'm going to say this. You know how well I know Ron, and Ron and I talk all the time about, continuity.
Mm-hmm.
Ron's first couple of years wasn't easy. I mean, there was some, you go back and look at the records. I mean, you were like 2 years old probably. But, I mean, there were some tough seasons. But that continuity of the same system, the same things, the same guys catch on to that. You're 4 years in with these guys now, and they probably know all the ins and outs of what Coach Reeder wants, where that first group, that's tough. Even the second group, that's tough.
Oh, it was so hard for those seniors my first year. Like, when you think about this, Darren Lee took over in 1991, I think, 90, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong when I say this, but I was one of the few coaches, basketball coaches at Nashville, whether it be a head coach or an assistant coach, that didn't come from the Darren Lee tree. Didn't either play for him or coach with him at Nashville. And so, like Coach Rainberg at the junior high all those years, played for Coach Lee. So it's funny, I've coached against Darren's Collinsville teams and even the really good Nashville teams at the Modern Day tournament. And so I have all these scouting reports from all the games I played against Darren Lee's coach teams. And I've got them in a folder. And when I got the job, I called Patrick Weathers, and man, he was awesome to me. Those first couple of years helped me out so much. And I asked him, would you just give me a copy of your playbook? I said, I'm going to make a bunch of changes. Like, we're going to use the Princeton offense, and I realized that's not what Nashville's been doing. Man-to-man defense, like that side of the ball is not going to change, but there's going to be so many changes that I probably want to keep a few of your sets. So he gives me the playbook. I mean, I grabbed my Darren Lee Scout, and it's like the calls haven't changed. It's like, so these kids had one way of playing basketball for all those years. And,
it's 30 years.
And all my assistants, like, our man defense call is a fist. Well, Darren's man defense call was 1. And it was hard for the assistants to change, terminology and some of that. So I'm pretty proud of the fact that we won 61 games in those 3 years because, that first year especially, I think we went 2-2 in the Westland Muscuda tournament. Columbia was really good, beat us, and we lost just a grind out bloodbath against Muscuda. And then we got a week off and we played Triad at Marion, and Triad was really good. And the Thursday practice before that Saturday game, we didn't have a Friday game. Carter Shanehair, our only returning guy with any experience, and Rylan Hammer, our point guard, both got hurt in a matter of like 5 minutes in that practice. Carter was out. He was out of school for 3 or 4 days. Rylan had a concussion. They were both out. Carter came back for the Benton game 2 weeks later. But we've got to play Triad now without 2 starters, and Triad's scoring all kinds of points. So we had Friday and Saturday walkthrough to figure things out, and we decided to be as deliberate as possible. I don't think they had a shot clock in that game. Yeah, and we had them right where we wanted them with 6 minutes left. We were down, I think it was 37-19. We had them right where we wanted them. And we came back and won that game somehow.
Oh, wow.
In 6 minutes, we covered that. But then Modern Day Tournament comes along, and we go 1-4. And then we go up to St. Joe to a shootout against St. Joe.
He was always good.
Yeah, and they just boat raced us. And we were 1 game under 500. And trust me, I was feeling it. My wife was feeling it even more. And we ripped off 11 of our last 12 or 12 of our last 13. Beat Central for the NIT title. They were number 1 in the state at the time. It takes a long time to make those kind of changes, especially for young kids. And I tell you what, I credit that first senior class. Those kids bought in to everything I wanted. I did. And it took forever, and it was really hard for them, but they bought in. And because they bought in, the freshmen that were watching them at the time are where they are now. And I tell those seniors, Parker Rankin the next year and John Bloomhorst and Silas Hill, they were the seniors the next year. The fact that they each senior class kept buying in. Like you guys, all those groups, the group we lost last year, they're all a part of this great season that we're having because of the fact that they gave me a chance. They let me coach them. They let me bring the style of basketball I wanted to bring. And because of that, these guys have really benefited. And I tell you, there's not 6 better leaders in our school than the 6 boys I have on this basketball team.
Dang.
Yeah.
I feel like we could just.
So that's where
Signed, sealed, and delivered right there.
I mean, a tear came out of my eye when I was asked by you guys after that game what my emotions are. Because I was overtaken with emotions, just so happy for them. But we've got a lot of work to do. We don't want to be done.
Yeah, that's exactly what Sparta said. We got to take it to the next level now. But Max, for you, what's it been like to be a part of this group and just be able to play for your dad the last 4 years?
Well, it's been awesome. We were at Jerseyville before. I don't know if you know anything about them, but we had to play.
Here's what I know about Jerseyville. Your uniforms look like Pinckneyville.
Yeah, they do.
Killing me.
Mascot too.
Benton Ranger. I'm glad you're in Nashville.
Well, we would have to play like Centralia, East St. Louis, all the big schools to make it deep in playoffs. And I don't know if I ever really saw myself doing what we're doing right now at Jerseyville, and my grade was horrible for basketball. So then once we moved here, I was really excited. It's honestly been the best thing that could have ever happened to us. And then playing for him, it has its ups and downs, but I mean.
All right, be honest. Playing for Dad. Come on.
Yeah, it's honestly been great this year because we've been so good, but
it doesn't hurt.
I get to talk through stuff with him, like a rough patch. All that, yeah.
Yeah, he struggled to start the year for shooting the ball. He made a huge 3 in our first game against Columbia, and then I think
I missed my next 15, 16.
And he's the kind of kid
probably tougher at home.
Yeah, he's the kind of kid that'll just grab my keys, go to the gym. It doesn't matter how late it is to work out of it, but sometimes he will ask my advice at home. I try to just be dad at home. Try to keep it out of keep the gym at the gym and home and dad at home. I don't know if I do a great job of it, but I tried to do that when I first got married to Dawn, and just try to never bring it home. And I've tried to do the same with Max, and I'm gonna have to do it for 4 more years with Ty.
Well, I'm just gonna say this, and this is such a opposite interview from the Sparta guys. He had they called him Shunk with him, Monroe, right?
Dariontez.
Yeah, Dariontez was on with you're not taking phone calls.
Wyatt Sanders calling
I'm
me.
not taking that phone call. Doesn't he work at McDonald's?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, we're not live, but we're still not taking that call. Long story short, the interview with Coach Beckley was so different. 35 years since they've won a regional.
Right.
He's had to change the culture. I forgot. They were 0-for before he took the job.
Yeah.
No wins before he takes the job. Nashville's been in the state tournament 9 times in the last 35 years. The state tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, Coach.
There was no culture for me to change.
No.
I just had to fit into the culture. I just did. I mean, really. And I'll never forget, 1997, I'm a senior in college, and I was always going to the state tournament. I was already an IBCA member back then, going to the hospitality room, hanging out with all the coaches. I got to know them at Eureka College basketball camp when I was playing there, and they'd come to camp. And I'd always go to state tournament. In 97, Nashville was there. And I was sitting behind the bench. I forget who Nashville was playing. I was behind their opponent's bench. And across the arena was the Nashville fans. And I was in awe. Like, the numbers, the noise they made, it just was special. And I can just remember it. I've been a Nashville Hornet fan since then. I've followed them, except for when, like, Lucas and that crew just was killing us at Mater Dei. But I just thought, man, there's a short list of schools that I would love to coach at sometime in my career, you know, and I'm still just a senior in college. Nashville was definitely on that list, and you talk about feeling like the luckiest person in the world that I got this job, you know, and it's been life-changing for him, for his brother, and his sister got, you know, Avery, back-to-back state championship games, and finished her career with a state championship as the only senior on the team. It's been life-changing for all of us. It has. It's Nashville is such a great place to be, and the support we get, and from everyone. Of course, there's tons of pressure, but that's not a bad thing.
I say this, you know, obviously if you cut me open, it's maroon that comes out of me. But and I don't say this easy, but Drew Porter was on with us last week, and I know Drew very well. I knew when he was in high school playing at DuQuoin, him and Nick Hill played together. Bilal Spiller, some Harvey Smith, some great teams at DuQuoin, sectional finals 2 years in a row. And Drew is would you say he was more competitive than me?
Yeah.
He said, man, he's intense. But here's what I'm saying. This will make sense. If you look, and I know you guys don't take this for granted, but we like to think we've done really well in Benton with sports.
Yeah.
If you go in our gym, we just won our 40th. It's not up there yet. We just won our 40th regional basketball championship. Ron's won 3 in a row. Now, maybe because we're not on the gauntlet side like you guys, but it doesn't matter. You got to play who you got to play, right? You still got to win.
Oh, those last 2 teams are winning anyway.
Yes. Well, here's the thing that is amazing to me. I mean, across the board, I make my boys, one that's a freshman at Rend Lake and one that's a freshman at Benton, when we go to your assembly hall, I say, look up there.
Yeah.
It's amazing to me. Yeah. I mean, I'm not just saying that because you two are sitting right here. It's nuts to me how good sports have been, boys and girls. I mean, we were going to take a test while you guys were here. I mean, did you bring any water from Nashville with you?
Well,
I mean, it's unbelievable.
I was going to bring up the water because he was a 5-foot freshman when we moved.
What are you now?
He's 6'1". He's grown 13 inches since we moved to Nashville. I feel like I might have grown a half an inch. Yeah. I'll never forget
what about TJ Wheeler?
When I got the job on August 1st, 2022, of course, was just text messages and phone calls. But the one I'll never forget was Brad Guai, assistant at Centralia. And he said, congrats, man. He goes, but I'm not sure you can reach the urinals there.
For sure. No, I know. I mean, it's unbelievable. All you guys produce is,
But now you look at this team, and we got 6'4" Maddox Ritzel, maybe 6'4" Sam Bloomhorst, and it's a whole bunch of guards.
Yes.
Will Rainberg says he graduated in 96, said smallest team since he's
That's what I
been
was
there.
going to say. It's probably the smallest team you've seen at Nashville in a while.
Yeah.
And you guys
they're really struggling.
And you're still pretty big, though. That's the funny thing. I mean,
hey, you credit Jordan Fark, and the fact that our school decided to add Jordan Fark in the strength and conditioning program to our school. Jordan, when you look at those girls between Avery's junior year and Avery's senior year, when you look at the tape from the state championship game against Notre Dame, both those games, it's 5 different girls out there on the floor, and it's the same 5 girls. They're just, and like this kid here, they tested vertical leaps. You were 34 inch, 35? 35 inch vertical leap.
No, I think if all three of us jumped, it would be that high.
It's incredible what Coach Fark has done. And these kids have bought in, like this one especially, just have bought into what Coach Fark's selling. And you talk about, Coach Coos would say this too, you talk about all the weight lifted off us head coaches that we don't have to worry about the weight room anymore because he's got it.
Where did you get him from?
Well, he's a Nashville guy, but he was.
Of course he is.
He was McKendry's strength and conditioning coach, but his family owned the auto parts shop in town, CarQuest. So he decided with his kids being young, his wife is Brad Weather's daughter.
Oh yeah.
And yeah,
Brad Weather's from Benton.
Thank you, Benton.
Thank you.
And he decided he wanted to work or take over this auto parts business, but then he decided that was boring and he wanted to be a teacher, and here he is. And I mean, he has changed athletics at Nashville.
I'd say it's definitely. I mean, like
All they
Travis
do is win.
like Travis was saying, like we have like one of the better athletic programs. I would say. I mean, across the board, cross country, wrestling, all that, and basketball. But I mean, you guys. I mean, you look down the line. Every sport and it feels like every sport is good.
Yeah.
Boys and girls. I mean,
And our band's good. And our
Bands,
FFA.
I know.
And
love good bands.
The concession stand's good.
Yeah. I mean, like Steve Brown, our band director, he played football at Nashville. And I just came up to him one day, my first year, and I said, hey, man, like, when I was at Jerseyville, we would go to Mount Vernon. We played Mount Vernon in regular season. And I'd go over to old Chagnon Gym, and their starting lineups would start, and that drum line would come out and just go nuts. And the whole crowd would go bananas. I said, what do you think about having because our drum line's awesome. So what do you think about having your drum line come out during starting lineups? He's like, oh, it's awesome. And he's just like, forget about it. He's the best. Yeah, it's just like I don't know. It's hard to explain, but we are really good at a lot of things.
I love good bands. I will say.
Yeah.
I mean, I will
It
say.
sets the tone, I think.
Yeah. I mean, well, if say Pinckneyville didn't have their band there Friday night, I just think it's just a completely different atmosphere.
I know.
I love going over to Marion because every time the band is just rocking the place. I think it changes completely different atmosphere. I love when bands are in attendance. It's fun.
Max, let me ask you this. You guys able to beat Pinckneyville again this past Friday night?
Travis was happy.
Pinckneyville people are going to hear this. But they know I love the Panthers. Hey, listen, I sent Kyle Smith a nice message before the game. I said, hey, can you help us out and knock off Nashville? But your dad said it, and I want to ask you as a player, you guys have been down a lot of games. I mean, DuQuoin game, I got buddies texting me from the game. I'm like, what? That score can't be nothing against Coach Fitch and DuQuoin.
Right.
But I just figured, I just was looking, I thought, oh, they'll be up by 10 or something. What is it with you guys that you don't get worried, you don't get nervous? I mean, is it just growing up with these guys? You've been there since your freshman year, being around it. What is it?
We just all trust each other so much, and he trusts us all. We trust him. It's like, no matter what, if somebody takes a shot, we all just believe it's going to go in. Or if somebody's trying to take one-on-one, we believe we're going to get a stop. Or, like, no matter what, we just believe in each other that we'll make the right play or just end up on top in the end. Like, I can't say there was no doubt on the floor on Wednesday, but there's definitely, like, less than there would have been with another team, like maybe last year's team or a different team in Southern Illinois. I don't know.
Well, I'll just be blunt. I mean, I'm around basketball all the time. Some teams fold when that happens. Like, oh, we're down. Guys start pointing fingers. You're taking bad shots, or you're not guarding. Blah, blah, blah. It seems like you guys just it just like, hey, it's part of it. Let's we're gonna do what we're gonna do.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you like there's some truth to the saying that you got to learn how to win, and even though like these kids through their whole career didn't lose JV games, didn't lose freshman games, and that when then it was their term in the varsity, we're still winning 20 games, and we're playing. I mean, we play one of the hardest schedules down here. Like this year was no joke. The schedule we played. It ain't easy to win the river. but then also with the non-conference. And now, as good as these 1A schools are, we played Waltonville, Weber, and played Oakville, Carlisle. I'm missing one.
Who else you play one?
I can't remember. Maybe I can hit them all, but our schedule was really good. And the fact that like that Warrensburg, well, actually the St. Anthony game, second possession of the game when Maddox rolled his ankle and didn't play the rest of the game, I thought that was going to be a hard game to win with Maddox, and we won that game by 10 or 11 without him. They have learned how to win, and that's not to say Tuesday night Benton comes out and plays well. Benton could absolutely beat us. They're good enough to. They've won 26 games. That's a really good team, really well coached team. But
I don't know about the coaching, but
well,
players are.
But our kids are. He said it. I trust our kids. I trust them.
Yeah, I talked to Darren Kennard about this earlier in the year. Maybe I don't know. It was earlier in the year. That's all I remember. Maybe a little bit after January started, and something that we noticed is we'll talk about Maddox obviously later because he's done a lot, but you guys have a lot of players that will go out there and score 7 to 9 points in a game. And obviously you'll have Maddox who goes score 15, 20 points, but very balanced team that you can get a lot of guys that will score 7 to 9. I mean, how helpful is that to have multiple guys that you can rely on like that?
I mean, Maddox scoring, he's broke our single season scoring record this year, career record, single game record. He's broken all. He's the, you can call him the greatest scorer in Nashville history, and he still scores less than a third of our points. He's averaging 23 a game. We average 65. Yeah. So I guess that's just over a third. And we have 7 different guys that can make a three and that can make shots and make plays for each other, and they just share the ball so well. The comment has been made to me by other coaches, like, because we spend lots of time in practice on junk defenses and box and ones, and Oakville's the only one that's done it. I'm sure Ron's going to do it Tuesday, but Oakville's the only one that's done it. Yeah, and a couple of coaches said, "Man, I'm really struggling to figure out how to guard you because when Maddox gets stopped this year, he doesn't force it. He makes the right play. He trusts his teammates, and all of them trust each other." And there was a possession in the Benton game at our place in February where I think Ron had switched to a zone, and it was like an 11-second possession. We made 8 passes and had a wide open corner three, and it went in.
Nobody moved either.
And I looked down at Ron, and he just had his head down, and I thought, man, I've been there before. But
what else do you do?
That was an incredible possession, and Benton did nothing wrong on that possession defensively. We just really shared the ball, and it's special to be able to coach that because it's not me, it's them.
Could you have played any better than you did that game at your place against us?
I would say
I
that.
just said us. I'm not supposed to say that. I said us. I'm sorry.
I would say
Tell
that
Mike Reese
game,
sorry.
It's hard to pick between that game and the Central game that when we won the NIT when we beat them.
You beat them by 33.
Yeah, those were the two.
People don't beat Breese Central by 33.
No.
They don't beat Benton by 32.
Those were the 2 best games we played all year. And like Ron said, next day he texted me. He goes, "We didn't suck. You guys would have beat the Salukis last night." And now that has grown into like the other day. Me, him, and Nathaniel Meese up at Seneca were texting. And now it's turned into. The Hornets would have beat the Bulls that night.
Yeah.
Can we run it?
Hi.
Can we run it? Throw the ball up and see if you beat Salukis?
Yeah. No.
That night I think they could have beat the gosh dang Ashraf Amaya Salukis. But I did look at this sectional play. This show will come out Tuesday. Obviously, Benton and Nashville play Tuesday night at your place. Common opponents everywhere for you, Coach.
Yeah.
I mean, you.
Well, Carterville, Central, and Benton are all in this section.
We played 5 games against the other 3 teams, yeah. And one of our 2 losses is in this sectional, Carterville. So.
Have you lost since that game?
No, we haven't lost since that Carterville game. Yeah, December, whatever.
You guys almost came back to that as well.
75-73, I think.
This one here had a 3 at the end. That was a gut-wrenching weekend when that 3 didn't go in.
You'd like to have it again, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Hey,
and you
could have that chance.
And that's another example of what we just talked about. It was 3.1 seconds, had the length of the floor. the baseball pass goes down to Maddox. Maddox sees Max open, and instead of trying it himself, he finds the open man. And when it didn't go in, the first guy that hugged Max was Maddox.
Yeah, there's a lot of uplifting me in the locker room that day from everybody.
Let me ask you, so you're a part of it. You're playing with these guys, and I've only seen live. Well, I've seen 3. Don't worry about the time. You can show up later. I'll tell Ron who to vote for.
Yeah.
But I saw you guys at Benton in the shootout. I've seen obviously the 2 times we've played each other. So how do you get 15 through 18-year-olds to be so unselfish? I mean, you guys share the ball. Your dad talked about the possession. I know exactly which possession he was talking about. But, I mean, it's amazing to me. In this society, in this day and age where guys are me, you guys hit the right. I had so many Benton guys tell me when we played at your place, they're like, their ball movement was beautiful.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I've gotten him to do anything. Look, like, I'm his dad. Every one of these kids got great moms and dads at home. That's where it begins. They all come from some of the best families we've ever been around. But one thing that stands out in my mind is we went up to Salem early December, and Salem played great. We did not play very well. But we've got these 3 pit bulls waiting on the bench in Blake Brooks, Palmer Rankin, and Brenton Boltman. And we didn't play well in the first half, and second half starts, and the starters just we weren't creating a gap on the scoreboard. And so I put all 3 of them in. And up until that point, it was just kind of, I was trying to figure out the rotation. And Max and Tice never got back in. And it wasn't because they were playing bad. Those 3, with the 2 that I had in, just went on a run. And with about 2 minutes and 15 seconds, we had gotten up 8 or something like that. And a timeout gets called. And instead of pouting on the bench, and I think he probably knew he wasn't coming back in. Those kids were playing well. He comes up to me, gets in my ear, and said, "Dad, we worked on this particular thing in practice to take advantage of that matchup with so-and-so. We haven't done it yet. You got to do it this possession." And it's, instead of
Put me back in, Dad.
feeling sorry for me. And that's the kind of leadership we have. I'll tell you a story. And I honestly, I might cry when I tell you this story. Modern Day Championship game against Orchard Farms. Palmer Rankin comes in off the bench and he caught fire in the fourth quarter. Max had 7 rebounds through 3 quarters. He's our second leading rebounder. He guarded one of their good guys really well. And he got his normal break and then got put back in the third quarter. And I think at the start of the fourth quarter, I subbed in a new lineup, and he came to the bench. He never came back in that game, and that was a game he wanted to be in. He was, when we were at Jerseyville, he was my water boy. He watched me struggle through the Modern Day tournament. That Modern Day tournament championship was so special because of all of those years of struggling. And I never put him back in, and it was a mistake. Now, the kids that I did have in played awesome, but I probably should have gone some offense-defense with him because he was rebounding and guarding so well. When we got home, of course, I had to go down to the office, get the huddle tape all taken care of and everything. He's sitting in the living room with his girlfriend. Avery and her boyfriend are there. Ty's there, and my wife. And I walked up to him and I said, "Hey, your coach screwed up tonight. You probably should have gotten some defensive run in that fourth quarter." And Max stops me. He goes, "Hey, yeah, I agree with you. You should have played me." He said, "But you need to call Cassidy Linky did not play well. He's really down on himself. He needs to hear from you." And I looked at my wife like, "Man, we got a good kid." So,
that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
No, hey, that's what it's all about. And not just to say this because of what your record is, but Coach, that's why you are what you are right now.
Yeah.
Because kids are willing to do that, and that's not everywhere. And this day and age, that's really not everywhere.
It's not.
And there's been plenty of fourth quarters that he's been in, and like Palmer Rankin was he was all tournament in IT. He played so well, and then there's been a couple games where Palmer's lost his minutes in the fourth quarter, and it's not because he played bad. It's because other guys are playing well.
It's just a deep team.
And that's the thing. Like when you got 8 guys, sometimes there's going to be guys that Maddox is never in trouble of coming out, but
Maddox is playing 32 minutes Tuesday.
But they understand that not every night is their night.
Yeah.
And they like, we had a saying to start this year to celebrate your teammates. And I knew we were going to be pretty deep. I didn't know we were going to be this good, this deep, but I knew we'd have some depth, and I knew we were going to try to play fast and wear teams down. So I decided our slogan this year is just celebrate your teammates. And man, they took that to heart. Like they want to play in the fourth quarter. All of them do. All 8 of them do. And sometimes they don't all 8 play, but they like when a timeout happens, those whatever 3 are on the bench are the first up. And you could, like Sam Bloomhorst, he's a kid that could be playing a lot of minutes somewhere else, and he got some minutes here and there, but Tuesday night or Friday night, Maddox has 2 fouls in the first half, and with 22 seconds left, we're on defense and there's timeout. All right, Sam, get in there. Give Maddox we don't need him getting his third. Ty tries to take Maddox off the dribble. I'm sorry, Sam off the dribble. Sam moves his feet well, gets his hands up, forced a turnover. Dead ball. Maddox get back in there for Sam. He played like 7 seconds, but caused a turnover.
Caused a turnover. Then you guys hit a big shot
And
for
then
halftime.
Cannon hit a 3 to go to the locker.
Yeah.
It's these kids. These kids celebrate each other. They love each other. It's yes, me and my coaching staff do. We push that, but man, it's them. They're great kids with great parents.
I want, because I know you got to get out of here soon, but I got one.
It's just a all conference meeting. I mean, this question's for both of you guys, because I got a little bit of taste of what you thought, but how big was that win against Orchard Farms, and how much has that impacted the rest of this year? And to follow up to that, what's it mean to be able to go back and play at home one more time?
You take it. Well, the Orchard Farm win, that was a team.
Who the freak is Orchard Farm?
They're in St. Charles, Missouri.
I didn't know. I thought it was somewhere
So
to eat.
their coach, he does such a great job. I can't even remember his name, but we had played him my first year at the Modern Day Tournament too. But he's got 2 high school girls keeping stats on his bench, 0 assistant coaches. I shake his hand before the game. And I said, man, like the degree of difficulty that you're doing this with. They just beat Westland the night before. Like, look at my staff. I've got Calvin O'Rear, Andrew Wilson,
Dwayne Sturman,
Alex Timmerman, Bryce Boltman on my bench. Like, I've got basketball dudes on my bench. And you got 2 high school girls keeping stats. And you get these kids to play this. They play this crazy European style. And they're kind of like that AAU team that shows up at, like, all of a sudden, like, where did this all-white team come from that made the championship game in this AAU tournament, and then they win it.
Yeah.
But even beyond them just beating Orchard Farms, it was the Modern Day Championship. And that's just special. Like, that's special in Nashville. That's special in Clinton County. It's special.
Do you get like a bucket of ski for winning or something?
You get you get a case of ski after every game.
I knew it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't remember the second part of the question.
How is it getting back home?
Oh, geez. You want to take that one or me?
We've talked about that since early
December.
December. Just getting back home. That kind of feeds into like everything we do now. Just trying to get back home, because I don't know if we've played a bad game at home yet.
Yeah, we haven't played a bad one. We haven't played our best, but and I got to give Ron Weinmiller credit here. We go to the Benton shootout, so that's when we get to be on the home side of Rich Heron Gym. And a couple of years ago, I walked down that hallway, and there's a sign, "Get back to the Rich," and another one, "Get back home," from I think 17 or 19, whichever year that was, 17 when he was 3A.
Yes.
And so I called him when I got the news that we were going to host a sectional. And I just say, man, like, how did that, like, if you had it to do over again, would you do that? Did you think that was, and Ron has been so helpful to me. He's been almost in the exact same position that I'm in when you look through the last couple of years. And for a competitor in our conference and a competitor that we're going to see tomorrow to give me advice when I need it, because and my brother too, in back-to-back years, those two went to Champaign. So I have I have asked for advice from a couple of pretty fierce competitors, and they have been gracious enough to give it to me. But Ron told me that sign meant a lot to his kids. And so I made up a sign. It's got an assembly hall on it. It says, "Get back to the hall." And it's on the door of the ball closet as you get up the steps. And the boys see it every day. And I think there might have been a little pressure on them. Like, I think the DuQuoin game, they felt it. But when we survived that game, I think all that pressure went away. And without that, I don't think Pinckneyville got off to that great start. I'm not sure we survived that great start without that.
I don't know if enough people know this, and you touched on it. I hadn't brought it up in the interview, but we had to beat Teutopolis 2 years ago when we made it to Champaign. Your brother's the head coach there. Mm-hmm. You talk about some programs. I mean, you know, Benton and Teutopolis and Nashville, three schools are synonymous with Pinckneyville, fourth, but really good basketball. How's that dynamic having your brother at T-Town?
Well, I tell you, my dad's the proudest person in the world. They were so excited Friday night because they misread the sectional semifinals. They thought T-Town was playing Wednesday night, so they'd get to come to both. T-Town's playing Tuesday. Well, this guy trumps it for Grandma and Grandpa, so they haven't been to a postseason wooden shoe game yet because they come to watch grandson, and my brother understands that. But of course, they've also my brother has not finished his season in a high school gym since 2020 when Mater Dei beat him in a sectional. He's been in the Carbondale Super Sectional. This is his 7th or 8th year at T-Town. He's been to the Carbondale Super Sectional all but 1 year. And this year they're going to the Pontiac Super Sectional, and he's got a tough sectional in front of him. But you think about that. Like, he has lost in a college gym to end his career. Well, 23, they won in a college gym to finish their season in the third place game. That's pretty incredible. So he's got a lot of that experience that I don't have, that I've been able to take advice from, and Ron the same way.
It's pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's awesome.
Better finish it up with these guys, Russ. They got to get going to the big meeting here. You ask them.
Oh, we got plenty of time.
Okay, just 9 more questions.
We
got
got
9 more
plenty of
questions.
I don't know. I just want to say, I mean, it's been fun to follow. I mean, it's been so hard because you guys are about, what is it, an hour from Benton, would you say?
Yeah.
I haven't
Is it
been.
with road construction?
I know. 57 could ever get fixed.
I mean, can Dave get this stuff fixed? Or what?
But I haven't been able to make it up to Assembly Hall. Maybe I'll be there this upcoming week. We don't know. I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going.
I'm scared to go back to.
I don't know, but
I'm scared to have the Rangers back. Part of me was hoping Murphy just win that game, so we
Make it easy.
and that would have been easy either.
see somebody else.
Daryl's a heck of a coach.
But hey, trust me, if you ask Coach Weinmiller who he wanted to win, when he heard that the Indians were beating the Hornets by 12 in the third quarter, I promise you there was a little bit of him thinking, "Oh, hold on, DuQuoin, hold on."
Why, I couldn't believe it when you guys were down, and then
I kept telling people this score can't be right. This score can't be right.
Hey, give DuQuoin credit they deserve though, man. They played awesome that night, and Amir Grant didn't even play. They played.
Are you
awesome.
serious? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he got hurt in the Heron game Monday.
Wow.
I forgot to tell you.
This
that.
is no disrespect to Heron, but we're sitting in Heron's gym Monday night, and I just know how dangerous DuQuoin is, and
Athletes everywhere.
And the fact that we've beaten them so badly twice. Maybe Heron's the team that we need to play. They won't have the chip on their shoulder that DuQuoin has, but we survived it.
Well, you know how it is in the postseason. You're always going to have, I mean, there could be more, obviously,
Yeah.
but there's always that game. It's like, whoo, got to
Yeah.
get that one out of your system. And I'm sure the Hornets are thinking, okay, we got that,
Well, if we're anything,
The big one was Carterville, the one that we had to get out of our system. It was game 8, maybe.
yeah,
I mean, you were there, right?
Yeah,
That was a 2-point game, wasn't it?
75 points, maybe.
75-73.
Yeah.
And
that other game was so high scoring.
Where was that game at?
Carterville.
that whole week leading up to Mater Dei, he calls it paint game, just keeping the other team out of the paint at all costs, really. There's a lot of fouling going on in that one. But ever since then, like pregame, he always brings up paint game. And I think that was really a season changer for us because we weren't great on defense up until then, and then we've been awesome on defense.
Yeah, he hit it on the head. We were. I mean, this is not to take away from Carterville. They played really well, but we could not keep him out of the paint, and we did a really bad job of that in that game. And he's right that the 2 practices we had leading into Mater Day, we didn't play any offense because offense wasn't our problem. And man, talk about buy-in. The way these kids, and then we have 7 other kids that on the varsity that never get any credit, that come every single day to try to whoop the Hornets' butt. And the Thursday before Pinckneyville, last Thursday, the best team on the floor in our practice was the red team. We got Grady Verrill, Cole Stigman, Gavin Berkner, Gage Lanham, Tyson Bierman, and Brantley Kazuzik are a freshman. They came to whoop us that day, and they did it, and they prepared us for that Pinckneyville game.
I was just thinking about this a minute ago. I'm amazed. You guys are obviously going back home. You got a sectional. The talent pool is not drying up anytime soon, Coach Reeder, because his little brother just won a state title.
Yeah.
Your freshman, because I've got a freshman.
Yeah.
You had to say Kasuzik's name.
Yeah.
Grown man. I think he's been a grown man since 6th grade.
Yeah.
But, honest to God, man, he's built like a – yes.
Talk about his first high school football game.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Then you've got Piasecki in that class. I know what family that is.
Yep.
Your youngest son plays with a cruiser.
Yep.
Your sophomore class won state.
Yep.
You won 3 straight. Do you know this?
Yeah.
They've won 3.
No.
Sophomore didn't.
Sophomores lost the state championship.
Sorry, they got
The
second.
juniors won it, and the seniors won it. So we've won 4 of the last 5 Class M's.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
And the team that beat the sophomores was Joseph Arthur out of Belleville.
Oh, yeah. They probably
And-
got,
They got
Yeah.
but probably have 4 stars on their team or
yeah,
something.
one of them freshman starting at CBC, I think.
Yeah.
That's what they were telling
No
me.
big deal.
One of them, the little short 6th grader, he gave Nashville like 30 points that
Yeah.
game.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
Max, it's nuts. You're living over there right now, but the talent in basketball, and not just boys, but girls, and I know obviously the season just ended, but just unbelievable what's going on.
Yeah. Well, I've said it. I made Coach Weinmiller text me a picture of Docker in his graduation cap and gown, just to make sure it was real, that I never had to coach against him again.
We wish we had him back.
And I have a feeling the rest of Southern Illinois is going to feel the same when Maddox graduates. But look at what Benton's doing this year: 26 wins after Docker. I think these kids, this group of seniors, have left their mark on these younger kids. And yes, they have talent, but I think what those younger kids are seeing these kids sacrifice for each other it's a big deal, because there's a lot of talent there. There really is.
Hey, before you get out of here, I just got one question for you. Was your favorite play of Docker was when at Rich Heron, when he got the block shot and it hit the spin and got the dunk?
That was
my
favorite.
So I didn't want the score to get to 30 in that game, but Maddox was 1 point from 2,000, and he missed 7 consecutive shots to get it there. So I had to.
I know. He's making everything till that.
We had to keep him in because we didn't want it to bleed into Duster Thomas the next game. And trust me, Ron completely understood. He was not upset with me. But he's also not going to ever let me live it down that I kept him in. But my response to that is, I think that was like a 28-point game when Docker did that. And that was, as the opposing coach getting his butt kicked, and Docker did that, like, even I had to be like, wow. That was and I think Ron has told me that's the best dunk of his career.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
And you forget that it was ignited by his own block shot.
Yeah, and I had
one of 10 that day.
Yeah, I had to have the crappy camera that day too. I didn't have my new camera yet.
Well, we touched on this a little bit. Our conference, man. I know Anna didn't finish the way they wanted to,
No.
but even West Frankfort. One of the Frankfort games with you guys was a tight game there for a while.
For a little while, yeah.
Yeah, there's no just show up, get off the bus, blow people out.
No.
You got to pay the
Yeah.
Panthers twice, the Rangers twice.
It's not easy to win on the road in this. It's never easy to win at Anna.
It's loud in that
It's
Yes.
loud in there.
It's an old school gym.
And Mike just does an incredible job. You think about what Mike does as a AJ graduate, like that. He bleeds it. It's in his heart. And yeah, you're never comfortable going down there.
No, Caleb Gore's pretty freaking good too.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Well, Russ.
Well, I appreciate it. I mean, I'll probably may see you guys again next week. There's no telling. We honestly, well, I guess this week, but we have no clue where we're going yet.
Yeah.
Probably Goreville, Sparta for
I
sure.
know where I'm going to.
Yeah.
So I gotta be on the book.
So you'll be up there?
I do all the road games. I'll be at the Benton Nashville game.
Excited?
I'm excited when I go to Nashville. Stote puts me a little desk. I have a little tiny desk next to the bench. I'm like, they got this real fancy scores table, and I got a dude playing music next to me and all this stuff, and me at 6'1", 200. I'm like, yeah.
Put your student assistant college coach on that desk too.
Yeah, that's right.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I love the gym. I mean, I'd
It's the hall.
What's that?
So it's the hall.
It's a lot of history in that gym, man. I bet, like I said, I make my boys every time they go in there just look up around the rafters
Yeah.
because it's besides our gym in Benton, which I'm am pretty.
It's my second favorite gym.
What's your favorite?
Assembly Hall.
Oh, your second favorite is the Rich.
Yeah, Rich Heronsville.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean it.
Love that gym.
Yeah.
I know he does not like it.
Why? Tough to play in, or
I don't know if I ever made a 3 in that gym.
Really?
Freshman JV varsity, I don't know if I ever did.
I get it. My oldest one, Trey, he loved to play at West Frankfort for whatever reason. It's weird. He said I could shoot, and a lot of guys hate West Frankfort's gym to shoot in. He had his best games. He said I can see the shoot it well there. I don't know Max Morris, but some gyms are weird for shooters. You know.
Yeah, I think it's the background behind the.
My boys say our rims are tight. I don't know what that.
I think they're tight.
Yeah.
Do you really?
I
Okay.
do.
So
But it
Trey and
didn't
Brody
matter
Severn
when
aren't crazy.
When you shoot as good as I did, it didn't matter. No.
Me either. Me either. But is that? Do people think that? Because
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
Have you guys ever played at Harrisburg?
No.
I didn't know if you did. I was just curious because I didn't. Well, now they got this tarp up now, but they switch sides. It just goes from like a big open spot on one end, and then you got the wall on the
You
other.
just have the band down there on that one end.
Yeah.
We played T-Town's gym. They got a white wall right next to their backboard. I really liked that.
Yeah.
shooting there.
Yeah.
I think it made like 5 threes.
Yeah.
I've never been to T-Town's gym.
You know, I've been everywhere. I've never been to the gym either. And
Yeah.
we've played them, and I've seen them at Carbondale umpteen times, but never been there. Baseball we have.
Yeah.
God, I hated going there in baseball. They're
T-Town's
they're all-
gym. T-Town's gym's just a normal rectangle gym, but they've got an atmosphere. Like their band plays, we're not going to take it. That's
Nice.
what they run out to.
It's awesome.
Little 80s rock to start
Heck
the game.
yeah, man.
I need to go up there then.
Doc, you awake over there?
Just wait.
Wait, oh, you want this to be done? We got more guests coming on. You didn't know that?
I don't know. As long as we lock me in, I'll be fine.
Unbelievable. Guys, we appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for having us.
We'll see.
I watched the show a lot, and yeah, kind of cool that especially that you asked me to bring him. It's nice to have an hour drive with your son every once in a while.
Well, I've really appreciated being able to do that. Just as being the old guy, I won't ask Stote his age because I know he might be older than me. I know he is.
Yeah, I
But,
got a 5 in front of mine.
I'm 48 in a month, but I've as a dad and having boys that play, it's been cool to have Nick King and his dad were here.
Hey, Tommy.
Tommy King was with them. What's their dad's name?
Bobby.
Bobby King from Goreville.
Bobby, Nikki, Tommy.
Yeah, we had Colton and Shane Hawkins
Yeah.
together. It's cool when you get the father-son. Gage and Charlie Peterson are going to come on.
Yep.
So I just think it's cool to get the chance to spend the
Yeah.
time with your son and
Yeah.
get to enjoy it together.
Yeah. Well, I think we've enjoyed every minute of this year, so it's been a lot of fun.
Heck yeah.
Hope we've got a lot of work to do to get the Rangers, but hope we got to do it. We're gonna do everything we can to keep it going.
Yes, they are.
Trav says he's rooting for Nashville, right?
I'm supposed to be impartial on this show, aren't I? I hope nothing but success for the Hornets after Tuesday.
Other than Tuesday.
No, man. I mean, hey, it's part of it, man. You gotta beat who's on your schedule.
Yep.
That's the next game up, man. And it's
Yeah, they're not going to roll over for us, and that was the message to start practice today.
Have you given the cliche that it's tough to beat a team 3 times?
Well, I can't because we just beat DeQuoin and Pinckneyville.
There you go.
So they're not going to listen to that. They're not going to believe that. I just had to remind them how good Benton is. 26-6 is no joke.
You know, I told some guys, and we can be off right now if we want. Obviously, we're not live, so you can stop this interview whenever you want to. But I was talking to some guys about this in my office at the dealership. I work at Weeks in Benton. But anyways, free commercial real quick. Chris K's bucket hat, you probably know him. Mm-hmm. He made me a schedule. It's got the little Ranger on it. It's got all of our games. And before the season, I talk sports to guys all the time. So they'd come in and be like, oh, you know, I have 31 games. I hope we go 19-12. Boy, it'd be awesome to go 20-11. Yeah, maybe 18-13. It's going to be tough. You know, graduate Docker. You know, all those guys are gone. You know, we had 6 seniors last year. They've been playing together since I had them at that age. We were 26-6.
I know.
You know?
I know.
And people would kill for a down year, 26-6.
Yeah.
And you know, that's the thing I've noticed with you guys and us and some of these other programs. I mean, knock on wood for next year, but it just seems like just keep reloading, you know? I mean,
Yeah. That's like I said, I didn't have to build the culture here. I just had to fit into it, and that's winning breeds winning.
Yes.
That's what's been happening.
that's what we talked about with Coach Beckley, you know? I mean, Sparta, that class that's, you know, finally got them over the hump and won a regional. And now kids expect it. You know, they finally won 5 games in football. They had, you know, they were good in football, and you know, you look up Sparta on IHSA.org, and they've had some lean years in some sports, you know.
Yeah.
But they're young. Starts a freshman, 2 sophomores, 2 juniors. I mean,
They got 2 freshmen at play.
yeah, I'm in.
I believe.
It's good stuff. So is it just our side of the conference tonight at Benton, or is it everybody?
No, everybody. Yeah.
Both sides.
Both sides.
They're allowed to be together in the same room.
Yeah, we start the meeting with just basketball talk and things that we would like to bring to our ADs and things like that. And then we split up to do our all conference. So.
All right, welcome to our final segment of today's show. It's with the Petersons of Waltonville. We've had Gage on here a couple times, but now we have Dad with him. Tell us a little bit about how the season's going, and introduce your guys' selves.
Gage Peterson, forward for the Waltonville Spartans, and we look to keep the momentum going, hopefully get the win against Hardin County tomorrow night, and see the winner of Sparta or Goreville. Is it Friday night? Friday night in the Sectional Championship. So, playing pretty well this last month. If we keep playing like we are, I like to say we're a team that plays for each other. So, I have full confidence in us to take us, to that next level. So, we just got to keep it rolling.
You are?
Chuck Peterson, I'm his dad, and big supporter, Waltonville Athletics. So looking to see, hopefully get a big win tomorrow night and keep the train rolling. We're playing good ball right now.
We had Stoughton, Coach Reeder, Stote Reeder, and Max Reeder on last night. We recorded with them, and I like the dynamic, having 2 boys. Someone said, why do you keep – I just think it's cool having father-sons, And in Southern Illinois, we obviously love our sports, but it's got to be a great feeling to be able to watch your son and this group that he's grown up with, that you've seen him since they were little guys playing – what's the league called? Mount Vernon, you guys, the JCSA and all that stuff I'm sure you played in.
JCSA, the YMCA.
YMCA league, all that.
Yeah, it started back, I think, in kindergarten or the year before their kindergarten year. And they didn't have a coach, so I stepped up and coached them, and it turned into a 8-year deal. Coached them in YMCA kindergarten ball, then we had 1st and 2nd grade Pee Wee ball, 3rd and 4th grade, and then the 5th grade league, and then we started in grade school ball.
Oh, yeah.
So,
did you used to coach them when they had like a little travel team and stuff? Like, they would take them around and play little tournaments and all that kind of stuff?
early we didn't. I don't.
You're
think
talking about like hoop squad and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would help.
I would
a
help
little
out
bit,
whenever somebody couldn't show up or sit on the bench. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that was. I think that was third grade. Whenever you played with them.
Well, I played for a couple of years.
Yeah,
it
third
was
and fourth grade,
third-
maybe second, third, and fourth grade, something like that.
something like that.
When did you know he was going to be like 7 foot tall?
Well,
When he was young, was he taller
what
when he
is
was
it?
young?
Whenever you're 1 year old, you're supposed to measure it, and it's supposed to be double or whatever you are at 1 year old or 2 years old.
Yeah.
and it's about exact.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Gage, how tall are you?
6'6".
6'6". That's a big man.
Depends on how long my hair is though. Got an afro up here.
You got a fro right now, yeah.
I'm about 6'7" in shoes, but I'm 6'6", flat-footed, no shoes.
I always make my boys. This makes my whole family mad. I always make them put shoes on. I'm like, hey, listen. They're like, what are you talking about? Like they'll go over to the doorway and like, I'm like, no, put your shoes on first. Put your shoes on first. I'm like, I say, what's it matter? I said, I promise it matters. Because in the program, in the high school football or basketball program, gosh dang it, those guys are talking about with their shoes on.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't understand. Gotta have the shoes on. Gotta have the shoes on.
And you see these guys in pictures too. If you look behind them, they're always standing.
Oh, yeah,
on
they'll
their
be on
tippy
tippy
toes
toes.
trying to get a couple more inches.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
I bet Schaefer, I don't think he's 6'6". I think they gave him an extra inch or two.
Well, not as bad as Clay Gage lately. Clay Gage, every home game, they've been saying he's 6'3". He might be 5'9" on a good day. Oh, man. So you get big game tomorrow night. We just all were joking around a minute ago. You got the Cougars. You're going to, where we're going, Campbell Hill, right? Trico. Big Tri-County high school. What's your thoughts on the game tomorrow night?
Well, like I said earlier, it was the same age group that we saw in the state, or when we won state my 8th grade year. That's who we saw. So obviously we don't play them during the regular season, but we know that they have the talent and skill wise to be where they're at. They've obviously taken care of business of where they're at now, and when you're in the postseason, it don't matter what you did in the regular season, and if you're playing in a sectional semifinal, then you're obviously doing something right. So we just got to go in and take care of business, and obviously, I mean, that's the mindset you got to go in with every game, but go in and take care of business.
What's been kind of the flip that has kind of switched the past month or so? And you guys have played a lot of tough opponents. The defense really seems to be a staple throughout the year. Has that been the staple for you guys, or?
Absolutely. When you have a guy like Riley Stewart that guards and takes away, their best player, at least cuts the point average in half or a little bit less than that, and when you got 4 other guys that know the game of basketball and have that IQ to play as well as defense as we have, I definitely do think that is what has made us be as good as we are in this last month. It was definitely the defense has definitely picked up, and that's what Coach Larry reiterates all the time in practice is the teams now, who's going to win the games now is, who plays the best defense, who sets the best screens, and who, wins the rebound count and whatnot. Because obviously you're not going to see any cupcakes,
No.
at this point. So
the margin of error gets very slim
Right.
when you get every round. And, I was just thinking about, talking about coaching these kids when they're little. And we've had all these guys on here recently. And the common theme I always think about with these teams are, especially in these smaller towns, kids growing up together. Tendencies. You've been playing with this kid since he was 8 or 9 or 6 or 10. That's important, especially in the postseason, because one little thing here or there can change the whole complexion of a ball game, where I'm sure and trust these guys.
Oh, absolutely. I can say in the practices we had today and even late last week, it's like everything, like you said, tendencies and everything, it's like as soon as that guy catches the ball wherever he may be at, he knows exactly where the next guy's at. And being with a group of guys, like you said, that have grown up since Pee Wee ball and grown up and done literally everything together. And that's what I think makes us so special is that you can not only find us, together on a court, but you'll find us somewhere off the court doing something together. And I think that plays a big part into the success on the basketball court. Team chemistry obviously takes you a very long way. And I think our team has team chemistry times 10.
Russ, I was thinking about something. we've had all these different coaches on this year, and some guys, we had Lee Bennett on, and Lee, I call him the GOAT because Mr. Bennett, head basketball coach at Centralia, he's won like 10,000 games. I mean, he's won a lot, and they're good every year, no matter if they've got tall, if they're short, if they just win. And he talked about, I thought it was funny. He's so serious. He said no goals. We don't have goals. We just get better in practice every day. Now we're talking to Coach Beckley yesterday at Sparta, and he's talking about, hey, we had certain goals for the year. We talked to someone else. Who else was talking to us about had goals with another coach we've had on recently?
Coach Hawkins.
Yeah, Coach Hawkins. Does Coach Lowry, do you talk goals with your team? I mean, is that something that...
So after the season ended last year and the start of this season, obviously all the preseason rankings come out and everybody is in a fuss about that and everything, this and that. And a goal, obviously, is to get to Champaign and play the state championship. But I believe that Mr. Lowry has put in our mind that it's one game at a time, especially at this point. But you can't look past anybody, whether that be the regular season, the holiday tournament, or anything. Like, I would say, like I said, obviously the goal is to play in Champaign, but our mindset is just one game at a time.
I like it.
Well, I think it's that's important. I don't know. I feel like for a while. So my senior year of football, we started out the year 2-0. You remember it? Nice. Yeah. Beat opponents 97-0 through the first 2 weeks, and we started looking ahead. Thought we were best team in Southern Illinois. Went 1-3 the next few weeks, and then quickly turned around.
Had to fight to get in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. We had to change mindsets. We ended up making it to the quarterfinals. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's important just to take it one game at a time. Obviously, you have your goals, but you gotta be careful. Don't let yourself get a big head.
Right. Absolutely.
I've noticed something too. When it gets to this point, we talked about this, and I'll let you guys touch on it. The health of a team. Coaches talk about it all the time, but health-wise, how are you guys? Because I can tell you right now, there's some teams that lost last Friday night that weren't 100%.
Well, as of recently, Jaggers had ankle problems. Witten's had ankle problems. I pulled my calf muscle when we played in Riverton. Gino's had ankle problems. Our team has had the ankle sprain plague because I've been wearing ankle braces probably since my 8th grade year, probably a little bit before that, 7th grade maybe, and this year I just started wrapping them and putting ankle braces on at the same time, and the guys
body armor on you, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you got one on now?
Yeah, Witten actually is wearing one that just stabilizes his ankle now, but definitely I have suggested to the guys that, like, why don't you wrap your ankle? He's like, I actually had a conversation with Jagger, and Jagger's like, limits my mobility. I'm like, you want to know what also limits your mobility is a sprained ankle, and it's a lot longer without wearing one. So I mean,
yeah.
But
Dr. Peterson over here. Those glasses make you look super smart, man.
There you
go. What's it been like to be a dad and be a part of this run that they've had over the last several years?
It's just been a blessing. It's been a blessing to be able to be part of the coaching their team since kindergarten and seeing everything. Like you said, these boys come together and they're not only on the court, that's not the only time you see them, together. They're like brothers. I mean, they go to all these birthday parties together. They go out together. They do everything together. And that's not the way it is at some places, Some schools, the kids, you see them on the court together, and then they don't get along at all outside of the basketball court or school or anything like that. And these guys just trust each other. I mean, like I said, they're brothers, and for me, I mean, I wouldn't have had it any other way to be able to be a part of it. And 8th grade year, win state championship. And
you were his coach, weren't you?
Yeah, that year.
I had to get that in there. Yep. I knew that.
Yeah, but it's been awesome to be a part of their lives and hopefully influence them the right way.
That's awesome. I'm gonna bring up something to you that you've only lost 4 all year, but 2 of those I think have helped. This is just me as an outsider looking in. Have helped shape where you're at right now, and you probably know where I'm gonna go. Centralia and Nashville. They're both still playing.
Yep. Absolutely.
Talk about playing a 3A powerhouse and a 2A powerhouse, how that's helped you.
I mean, like you said, Bennett and Centralia always have a very good program, no matter who they have and what they got. And playing, I think Centralia is the best 3A team. Obviously south of Chicago, obviously, but in this general area, and probably, they play East St. Louis. Maybe I forget who they play tomorrow night, but I'm assuming they'll probably see East St. Louis in a sectional championship.
That's where they would get to, yeah.
Yeah, and to play a team like that kind of in the back end of the regular season only prepares you.
They got Triad tomorrow.
Only prepares you for, what's to come, and you're not going to see. Centralia defense, they've all just 6'2", 3 across the board, and big and strong and whatnot. So
that's what Coach Lowry said. He said they were all just Every dude was. Remember when we interviewed him at Joe's? He's
Very
like,
well built.
every guy was like 6'2" to 190 to 210.
Yeah.
Just
and Nashville, man, they are never out of a game. That's for sure.
Oh, they've proven that the last couple of weeks, especially.
second half team.
Right, right, and that game against Weber, that was insane, crazy. I watched it online. I didn't go. I actually wanted to go, but we had practice that night, and I decided not to go. And I watched the whole thing on WMIX, and Nathaniel was being Nathaniel. But playing Nashville, same thing as Centralia. They're top 3 in 2A, and obviously are still playing. And I'm good buddies with Maddox, so just playing a level of competition like that can only benefit you, because you're not going to see something like that in 1A.
You're friends with Maddox?
I am.
He looked a little angry on that dunk he had. I'd never seen him dunk before, and I know, Russ, you were at the game. So my buddy at work today, he comes in, he says, get to 15-something on Russ's highlights, and I said, what's on there? He said, just get to 15 minutes and 17 seconds. I don't know, whatever it was. But obviously we've played them enough, and I've seen him enough, and I'm going to see him again tomorrow night. And he's obviously a tremendous, tremendous player. And I didn't know he could dunk like that. And that had some aggression in it, man.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's just because it was Pinckneyville or they're getting ready to win a regional, but that wasn't just a,
Well, that kind of secured the win, I would say, in a way. Obviously they still had to play, but that dunk really kind of shut Pinckneyville up. It just...
That place looked packed.
Yeah.
I watched your video. It looked pretty packed in there.
I'd say if it was a normal layup, I think Pinckneyville, they could have tried to claw their way back, but that dunk was loud.
Yeah.
But
respect more authority.
Yeah. Let the air out.
Yeah.
For sure.
Let the air out. You being a guy that can dunk, and the only thing I can dunk's a donut. What does it do as a player when you dunk a basketball, and as far as the game yourself?
Well, in a big game like Maddox dunking against Pinckneyville, that momentum-wise is absolutely big.
it's like it's against Woodlawn.
I would say when like Woodlawn, that was at the end of the third quarter when that happened, and that just, momentum-wise was our way the entire game. And me, not only being the only one on the team that can dunk, Jagger can jump out of the gym. His elbows are above the rim, and when he gets, full sprint and takes one step and brings it back with two hands, momentum-wise, it's definitely something that will help you through the entire rest of the game after that, especially if it's late in the game. But, yeah.
As a dad, do you like to watch him dunk?
I love it. I love it. I love every one of them. I treat every one of them like they're my kids, because I think I spent more time with some of them throughout the years in practice and playing ball and going places and everything. Every one of them's my kids, and I love it whenever every one of them has success. It's awesome. But Jagger can throw it down. And I like to see this guy throw it down too.
Oh, yeah.
He's a jammer. Jagger is. I don't know. I remember watching him get an alley-oop dunk last year at Christopher, and then that one against Woodlawn was pretty fun to watch too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the breakaway. Yeah. Press breaker. Yeah. He could have dunked that one before, I think.
Oh, yeah.
But he just laid it in.
Let me ask you this, and I know it's sports. I've said it about 20 times yesterday, all these guys we were interviewing. There's so many cliches in sports. It's part of it, but how do you make sure you don't look past? Because I know what could be looming. You know, I know that, not that you don't want to play Sparta, but I'm sure you wouldn't mind another chance with the Black Cats.
Yeah. Obviously, the ending to that game against them at Sesser was pretty rough, and to play them again and have another chance, I'm assuming the sectional championship will be at Trico.
Yep, Friday night. Yep.
So, yeah, that
You'd have to leave now to get into that game.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and even Sparta. I mean, they're
They're so quick. I
was
watched
gonna-
your video. Oh my! I watched the Murfreesboro game you did.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. I mean, we had the coach on yesterday, but I didn't realize the five he's playing most of the time are about 5'10".
Yeah.
And that's
You know?
that's the thing. with
If that
Sparta.
tall.
Yeah. And I went and watched them play when they played Woodlawn at Pinckneyville, and they were down 20, and got it back to a 2-point game.
Well, they
and
tied it, actually.
tied it.
The famous quote I told you, and I won't say who said it, but I had a guy text me after that and said in the second half, Sparta must have had 9 guys on the floor.
Yeah.
I mean, they were stealing everything.
Everywhere.
I mean, their press was just intense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Reminds me of last year's Meridian team.
That's what a lot of people say is they're like a lot more organized Meridian.
That's exactly what I said, actually.
What did you say?
I pretty well the exact same thing as he said. I thought they were like a fundamental Meridian.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but
He called it controlled chaos.
controlled chaos is what Coach called
That's what
it.
Coach called it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
He was on the couch, though. He didn't get the cool table. He did autograph it, though.
But
There you go.
I obviously, if you get past Hardin County, you don't want to look ahead. But if you get past Hardin County, you get to play 2 teams that, well, Sparta you're not familiar with, but they do play a similar style, and Goreville obviously a team you're familiar with. But past couple years you've fallen into Meridian in the postseason.
Right.
How's that going to help you guys this time around?
Obviously, the
It's
experience.
the first train I've heard since
We've
being
been doing this show how long? That's the first time we've had a train go by.
How about that?
I thought the building was going to explode. I didn't know what was going on. I mean, it's only 26 feet away from us, guys, the train track.
Really?
No, it's close.
But the last 2 years, obviously, Meridian is, quick. And now I feel like with the experience that we all have, I mean, we've been playing with Jagger, all of them have experience now. Weston's pretty good now. And I think that going in, I mean, we have to obviously realize that they're very easily capable of doing, like they're a team that's never out of a game. So
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
absolutely. So I mean, you gotta go in knowing. I mean, obviously what they're capable of, obviously, but I could just go in with, the game plan and stick to it and execute and take care of business.
Last couple of weeks, the confidence level I think has been
Yeah.
off the charts, and been playing the best basketball that they've been playing all year long, and couldn't be doing it at a better time. And I think it's a good matchup for us.
And that's like what I was saying earlier. I mean, anybody that we see from tomorrow night and beyond, I mean, if we continue winning, we're a matchup nightmare for anybody. Because
You're as big as 2A schools. You're bigger than 2A schools.
yeah, with me and Jagger, and like I said, Gino Riley, I think, is the most underrated 1A, one of the most underrated 1A players.
He
If
does
that
whatever you guys need him to do.
right, he's our
He's
glue
even
guy.
led the team in scoring some.
Yeah.
Swiss Army knife.
At the game against
Yes.
Nashville,
Exactly.
yeah, he had 17, and that's the thing. I tell him all the time, he's a big hunter and fisherman. So
Apparently, Russell showed me his show. He's got.
oh yeah, he's
I
got
mean, what's the name of that?
It's some outfitters or
Southern Illinois Outfitters or
Yeah.
something.
I was like, oh my god.
That's free advertising, Gino. So
Yeah,
hopefully,
yeah. She had antlers. He was getting antlers when I was watching.
yeah.
Yeah.
I tell him that all the time. Like, if he had to pick something to do, that's what he would be doing. Is out on a lake on his boat fishing or hunting and whatnot. But he truly is a very, very special player in regards. Like I said, he guards a best player every night and does everything that we ask of him. Mr. Larry asks of him. So, yeah, definitely a great guy to have.
How cool is it to have a coach that played there? It means something. We just said it before we went on camera that you just broke their record.
Right.
I mean, it's got to be a good feeling to be playing for Coach Lowry because, I mean, he's bleeding red just like you.
Absolutely. And I'm sure it's a full circle moment for him. I mean, I've respected that guy since the first time I walked in the doors of Waltonville High School, and I think having a relationship with him also kind of off the court. I mean, he's our PE teacher, our driver's ed teacher, and whatnot, and definitely a very, very great guy to be around, and obviously play for on the court, and obviously, overtaking his team's winning record and having those bragging rights also kind of, play into it. But like I said, he's definitely a great guy and a wonderful coach to play for.
Not many coaches can say that they played and had the record at one time, and then later on coached and broke it, tied it and broke it back-to-back years.
Yep,
that's great.
Yeah, but on top of that record, you also broke the record for most points at your high school. What's that mean to be a hometown guy, break the record for most points in a career, boys and girls? How'd that feel to accomplish that?
Simply put, I think it was just a testament to what I've put in, since I've been able to pick up a basketball. And it's a blessing, and I'm always grateful for it. Never take stuff like that for granted. And it's something that I'll probably look back on and tell my kids about and whatever. And hopefully one day I'll be sitting in the bleachers and seeing, a future Waltonville Spartan take that record. But
probably not for a while.
Yeah.
A couple years.
Actually, there was a teacher that told me her little son, Lauren Carpenter's son, she said that he came up to her at school and said, "What was Gage's record again?" She's like, whatever, 2,000. He's like, "Okay, I'll beat that."
Oh, I like it.
I think he's in first grade or something now. So hopefully, records are always meant to be broken.
Sure.
So, but I also like to give my teammates flowers because I personally think that without those guys, I don't think it would be possible.
Well, they got to feed you the ball.
Absolutely.
I will say, I think that a lot of your teammates go under the radar. I mean, whenever somebody thinks of Waltonville, let's be honest, they think of you. They know that you're kind of the top guy on the team, but I know it. I mean, I've been around you guys the last couple of years. And you got Riley, I'd say that he's one of the top defenders, as you guys already said. Right. And obviously Witten, I mean, the elephant in the room, I mean, everybody knows it. Kyle transferred to Woodlawn, but Witten, he's taken on such a role that,
right.
I mean, I feel like he's doing really good this
confidence
year.
level, like he said. The whole team's confidence level, but him especially. I mean, he's shooting 44% from three on 165 three-point attempts. Mm-hmm. So
amazing.
And that's only good for him moving forward, as he's only a junior, and he going into his senior year with the season he's had already. I mean, like you said, we've got
even Jagger's started to really come on the last half this year.
Him, Jagger, Weston's really stepped up this year too.
Weston's been doing really well lately.
He's always been that guy that would do whatever he needed to do to help the team, and whether that be, doing whatever he's asked. And obviously we've got Brendan Klingler, who he is a great golfer, but he is probably one of the best basketball-minded kids that I've ever played with.
He's IQ.
He's very Kentucky.
Wasn't Derek Moore related to him?
Yeah, he's very.
The ref?
Yes.
Did he tell us that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Derek Moore, who's employed by Benton High School. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding, Derek. Derek's going to get mad at that. I mean, we do have him on some big games a lot. Does a great job refereeing. Oh, man. Let me ask you guys this. Obviously, growing up there, been around it forever. You coached them in junior high, state championship. What's it mean to this community right now, what these boys are doing?
Well, it brings the community together, is what it does. In Waltonville, as you know, we don't have any stoplights. There's not much to do in Waltonville. So as a kid, even whenever I was a kid, you picked up a basketball and you went and shot around, or you picked up a baseball and you threw it around, and that's all these kids know, you know. But when Waltonville is winning, it just seems like everything is great in Waltonville, you know.
2, 3.
But the support that these kids are getting, I mean, we
People are
have
probably coming out
following.
of the woodwork.
What's that?
People are probably coming out of the woodwork
Yeah,
right now.
Yeah, and everybody's coming to these games supporting these kids that you know they love it. You've got, like you said, the little first and second graders want to come up to them after games and get autographs, you know. And these guys do a heck of a job of you know, taking time to make sure and take pictures with them, you know, and sign autographs for them.
Giving back, man, that's huge.
I'm proud of every single one of them from what they came from whenever they was knee tall to what they are right now. I'm so proud of them.
I think it's awesome to see that. I mean, like, we were all little kids at one point looking up to players.
I'm still a little kid.
I think
We're talking IQ or we're talking age?
age.
Okay, well.
I think it's fun to look at that stuff, though. And you see Nathaniel taking time, and Maddox, I saw it the other night over in Pinckneyville. I mean, I think he took maybe 1,000 pictures that night. But it's fun to see that. I like communities like that. I mean, I go to your guys' games a lot. I mean, I know they're packed. I feel like you guys would, if you guys had 5 wins, I think the games would still be packed.
Yeah.
Like the fans just really get out there.
Huge following. Yeah.
In your small towns, man, I mean, I obviously grew up over here, and I always tell the story. You know, I remember growing up, whether we were on 57 or I always think about 37, going to games, you could see a trail of lights. People from Benton, where we were going to, if we were going to West Frankfort, if we were going to Heron, if we were going to DuQuoin, if we were Harrisburg, wherever we were going, people just followed us. You know, I mean, people were like you're following the bus almost. You
It's
know?
like Hoosiers.
It does. It feels like Hoosiers. It feels like that scene, and I think that's the beauty. I think that's why all of us love Southern Illinois so much. I've said it a million times. You know, we don't. SIU's kind of like our pro team when they're good. You know, because nothing against the. You know, I love the Cardinals. Obviously, have Cardinal stuff everywhere, but down here, local sports rule and reign, man.
Mm-hmm. It's absolutely true. Yeah. Everybody watches basketball.
Yes.
And now that
even if they don't like it, I think they still watch it.
yeah, and especially now so that you can see it online everywhere.
Yes.
Changed
the game, hasn't it?
It has, good and bad, but still we have 200-300 people I think to come to every single game, and I think there's 350 in Waltonville.
Are you serious?
Roughly. That's what the sign says.
My dad wanted to make sure they're all registered voters.
You're welcome.
Ross, come on now. We can't end on that.
Well, we were talking Cardinals baseball. We got to ask, are you Cardinals or Cubs?
Oh, if you guys are Cub fans, we're done.
No. Cardinal.
Chuck?
Growing up, listen now.
Cut this off.
Whenever I was growing up, we had the old school big antenna dish, that moved.
Yeah.
So whenever I got home from school, the only thing that we could see was WGN,
I know.
which was the Cubs during the day.
Yeah, they always played day games.
You had Harry Carey and Steve Stone and Jody Davis and Leon Durham, Ryan Sandberg, Sean Dunston. I can name them all. Ron Say. And whenever I wasn't watching the Cubs, I was watching the Cardinals, and I was more a Cardinals fan than a Cubs fan. Whenever they played each other, I like the Cardinals, but the older I get, the less I like the Cubs. So go Cardinals.
Well, I tell you what, man, the Cards, man. My cousin lives out in Northern Virginia, and he's a diehard Mets fan. My uncle, one of my dad's older sisters, married a guy from New York, and his son and I are almost exactly 10 years apart. And he's a diehard Mets fan, and he sent me something funny about the Cardinals today. I'm like, hey, what's it matter? You guys keep paying for players and can't win. So I know we're in a rebuild, but I love baseball. And I know you're a baseball player yourself. But I'm sure you love baseball, but you hope it doesn't start for a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
A couple more weeks, right? Till
2 weeks from today, opening day.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what Mr. Larry was saying today, that if everything keeps rolling like it is, and we do go to Champaign and play, whether in the first and second or third and fourth, we'll be getting back from Champaign that Sunday, which is the Sunday before the Monday of our first game.
At home against Pinckneyville.
Yep.
My son's junior year of high school, Benton goes to the state championship game, and we lose to Phillips on a Saturday afternoon, and they get on a bus, come home I think they came home that night, or they came home.
Did they come home that night?
I can't remember.
I think they came home Sunday. I thought.
Did they come? Okay. They had to get right back on a bus Isaac Billington was a baseball player. Trey was a baseball player. Kyle Thomas was a baseball player. Grant Owens was a baseball player. Evan Munoz was a baseball player. And we went to Memphis for 3 games against 2 schools. Remember that from down there?
The
And
next day.
those guys hadn't even thrown or done anything yet. But I mean, they wouldn't trade it for the world. Obviously, getting to the state championship game.
Right.
But yeah, that's a good problem to have. Yeah, those are memories you'll remember forever. Now, I got one thing non-basketball here.
Boy.
Because we were going to interview you Sunday, but you were busy. So where do I need to put this so it can be product placement seen really well?
Will it be on that camera if we put it right here?
Watch this. This stuff. There it is. Unbelievable.
Here you go.
Right in front of his head.
Peterson Seasoning.
Peterson Seasonings. Midwest, homemade. You gave me prime steak seasoning here. I've got chicken. I've got barbecue.
Yep.
Tell me where this started from and what was, how did it all come about?
Well, the first time I came on here this year, when I introduced myself, I was talking about the Jefferson County CEO program I'm a part of. So, second semester of that program, we are tasked to come up with our own personal business and, just kind of navigate through that. I mean, Jefferson County CEO, you got to be CEO, your own business, and learn all the experiences through that. I first launched my social media page on Facebook, Peterson Seasonings, 2 weeks ago.
Really?
And the first post I made, everybody, I think I have close to 170 orders to fill.
Wow.
And
You're popular.
it's just adding to the more stuff I have to do now. But
And after this, you'll probably be getting some more.
probably.
Yeah, you're darn right, bud.
Hopefully. Free advertising, baby.
Russell's
So-
got 7 trillion followers on here, man. That's a big number. I
But
don't think there's that many people on the planet.
yeah, I mean,
7 billion.
like you said, chicken, steak, barbecue. I went to a home show. That would have been Saturday.
Mhm.
And I mean, it went.
You're an old man. You're going to home shows
Yeah,
now.
I have my own home show table, and I did well. Made a couple $100. So I feel like the home show, I have an actual. It's called a CEO has a trade show that they have people come in, and all of the CEO class, they go up, set up a table, and then everybody comes in. So I
Did
think
you create it? Like, you created the seasonings and everything?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
buy
wow.
buy the seasonings in bulk, mix them up. Get our jars and stuff off Amazon, and
Do you help?
oh yeah.
That's
I'm a
awesome,
mixer.
man. You're the mixer.
I'm a mixer,
Russ is the mixer here too.
or a label putter on her,
Yeah.
or a trash picker upper.
Yeah.
Trash picker upper.
I mean, obviously, life. I mean, it's not just high school basketball. But so how is that going to help you? I mean, just throughout your life. I mean, do you have goals of running some sort of company or anything like that?
I mean, definitely participating in a program like Jefferson County CEO has opened, windows that I just hadn't seen through before. I'm going in when I go to college. I'm going into something in business, but narrowed down to exactly what that is, I haven't decided yet. But both basketball and stuff like this, I mean, it teaches you lessons that you'll have for the rest of your life. So
That CEO program is unbelievable.
Who runs that, Chuck?
Who is the
it's out of Mount Vernon. Our
Okay.
facilitator is Neely Hampson. She's the counselor at Mount Vernon. So it's
Okay.
it's Jefferson County, but it's
Sure.
like in Mount Vernon. Like
So those kids from all the Jefferson County schools?
Yeah. So I'm in it. Vernon Klingler's in it.
Okay.
That's 2 guys from Waltonville, and then there's 2 boys from Weber, Carter Bain, and Vernon Tate.
Brennan?
And then there is girls from Woodlawn, girls from Weber. There is one homeschooled girl. That's the thing. CEO is also open to homeschooled students, so it's pretty fun. Like last semester, we had to have a class business, and we had to go through that process. That was definitely hectic, but we did a hometown hunt through Waltonville. It was through Jefferson County, but it was mainly in Mount Vernon. We created this whole app, and it was a scavenger hunt through Jefferson County, mainly Mount Vernon, but in Weber and Waltonville and Woodlawn, they had stuff they had to go and do different tasks and take pictures and whatever else. So it's been definitely fun experiences through that program. So.
And getting to go to all the businesses and talk to all the business owners, you know, they just went to Spinball, you know, here not too long ago and got to see and hear that, you know, they're selling all their machines to major league players, you know, and talking to major league players.
You don't even know that place is there.
Sure.
Yeah.
You only see the name Spinball on the mailbox on the road that you turn down to go to, which you don't see if you're out, obviously if you're looking right at it, but then they don't have no big sign. It's a barn, and the door, right below the door handle, says Spinball. And they're in there.
We're getting those guys on.
Yeah. It was probably my favorite business visit that we've went on this year. Definitely.
Where are they located?
In Mount Vernon.
Okay.
East of town.
Yeah.
Going towards
It's down by Landers.
Yeah.
southeast town.
Yeah.
On 37.
Down by the collision center?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is his name? I can look.
You won't get a reception in here, trust me.
No, I just need to see if
He's
I
close
can.
to the window.
Okay.
I think is it
Spatansky?
Spatansky, Brian. Is it
Okay.
Brian?
No, he was at St. Mary's in Mount Vernon, I think. Is it?
Anyway, I mean, here I'll get his name here, but he bought some seasonings from me.
Nice.
Actually, yeah.
There you go. Keep that.
But they go everywhere to all these different businesses
Sure.
and talk to these people. And, I mean,
That's great for kids. That's great for helping him develop as whatever he's going to do as he gets out of high school and college and
they've
a
been
career.
through it. They've started it. They've seen
Steven
what
Spatansky, that's right.
All right.
Steve. They know what doesn't work. They know what works, and can pass that along. You know,
Sure.
before they get started. It's priceless.
Definitely.
Russ, he's got a game tomorrow night. We appreciate him coming on. How do you want to finish it up?
We got to ask him who's winning tomorrow night.
Who's winning tomorrow night? No pressure.
Waltonville Spartans, baby. Absolutely 100% Waltonville Spartans. From here on out, Waltonville Spartans.
Chuck?
I'll have to agree with him.
Have you guys ever done a dual interview like this, father-son?
No.
First time.
Father-son, the Holy Ghost, right here.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting this week.
I love it. Sectional week's big, man.
Darren's
I
on
always
his way
think
back,
sectionals
so
are better than. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
I was just saying Darren's on his way back, so I don't know where I'm going yet. I have to
He's
figure
on
out.
his way back from.
He went up to
Well, there's super
Arcola.
sectional girls, super sectional tonight at Benton.
He went to Arcola.
Okay.
Edwards County's playing up there.
Breeze and T-Town. It's funny. Some of these same names you hear in boys basketball. At Benton High School tonight, Breese Central's playing Teutopolis. And I always forget on the guys' side. I always forget that Stote's brother, Nashville. You know, his brother's T-Town's coach.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a pretty decent coaching family.
A few wins between those two
Yeah,
teams.
just a few.
Uh-huh.
But you know, I said this. I know. I can't shut up. Said we were done, but
Mean, Maroon, and Merciless.
mean, maroon, and merciless. That's me right there. Oh my Lord, God help us all. Get off ChatGPT.
There you go.
Get off. I mean, what is that, man? But you know, I couldn't believe it when we had Coach Beckley on, and he was talking about it'd been 35 years since Sparta had won a regional.
He didn't win one when he was in high school.
No, I've just been spoiled at Benton. You know, we won our 40th regional Friday night. 40 regionals in basketball. I mean, there's some teams their whole conference hasn't won 40 regionals. You know, I mean,
Combined.
so it's I guess here's why I'm saying that. Don't ever take winning for granted, man, because it's a special feeling to get this far, and it's an accomplishment. I know you want to keep going, but this is something you'll look back when you're older, like your dad and I, and realize how big it really was. You know, you just hope it keeps on rolling, right?
100%. Absolutely. Definitely. Something I'll remember forever.
I know 3 regional titles in high school.
Back to back to back, baby.
You're at 3 right now.
Yep. We lost in the regional semifinal to Weber my freshman year. We had come off.
Was Nathaniel playing then?
Yeah.
Yep.
He had to be. That as many points as
Klingler-
he got.
Klingler hit the game winner against Edwards County the game before,
Okay.
and Aiden Kretz at the time, he had a shot to win it. So we could have almost had 2 games back to back with game winners, but we fell short.
It was close.
Yeah, it was
So
close.
close.
Super Sectional is the furthest. I asked you this before we went on. The furthest Waltonville basketball boys has ever gotten. Correct?
We played Goreville down at SIU.
Okay.
I think that was Norris Winchester Dees' senior year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got beat.
I'll say this too. I forgot. Where is the 1A Super?
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
That's weird to me.
And then they
You
got
can
one at
see
EIU.
we might be playing Jacksonville at their home.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think you should be able to have a home game for a Super. Why can't they both be at Carbondale?
They have to be stubborn.
I think it should be. I mean,
we had two
There's-
Super Sectionals there forever.
Yeah.
Feels like forever.
I wish it was down at Carbondale. It'd be much more convenient for me.
Yeah, for sure. Well, your crowd, obviously Waltonville will travel. I know that. But, when you're at Carbondale, man, the 1A game's packed, and then a lot of people stick around and watch.
T-Town.
Oh, man, it was huge, man. You're talking the wooden
Almost
shoes. They
Probably
did was
70 or 80% full, I bet.
It was packed. I think there was over 6,500, I think, people at that game. That's a That's a big high school basketball
Gym
game.
seats like 9,000, I
Yeah,
think.
it was a huge crowd. I think sometimes there's a better crowd at the Super than there is at the State.
Oh yeah.
Because Champaign, the
Champagne's
State Farm Center seats like what?
18, I think.
18,000. So you'd have to pack in, more than Waltonville.
yeah. Times about 50.
What's the most Waltonville fans you guys have ever seen at a game?
I'll tell you what, it was packed at Elkville for the regional championship.
How was it playing there I'm not trying to mouth Elkville. Hey, Coach Wright's a good buddy of mine. Aaron Wright's a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
But I was a little surprised that they got to host a regional.
Well, the court is so small.
I know.
They were talking about the players on the out of bounds line. Whenever
his
they're
shoes, you
sitting
probably
on the
can't even get in.
bleachers,
Remind
whenever
me
sitting
a
on the
lot.
bench, their toes are in bounds.
Reminded me a lot of Sandoval.
Yeah.
Gym.
Yeah.
We played there before.
Didn't I coach there?
Yeah.
Was that the 5th grader or 6th grader?
It was the 5th grade.
5th grade tournament. Wow.
We had an A team and B
I
team.
probably got thrown out, but who knows? I have to be a good boy tomorrow night, though, on the road at Nashville. Me keeping the book. I got to be. They give me this little bitty desk. I'll be right next to that.
May still get you a new one tomorrow.
They'll probably give you a smaller one since I mouthed off about it. Oh, man. Guys, it's been a lot of fun. Appreciate it. I know 24 hours from now, you'll be doing battle. I'm assuming you're a 7 o'clock. We're a 7 o'clock tip-off. Are you guys 7?
Yeah.
Yep, it's what it's all about, man. As a dad, as a player, as a fan for us, this is I love it. Sectional basketball,
March Madness.
March Madness, baby. We're
This
officially
is-
in March.
This is exciting as it gets right here.
That's right.
Yeah.
Finish her up, Russ.
Well, I just want to say I appreciate Gage making his 3rd trip over here.
And actually recorded, hopefully this
It's recording as far as I know. I see the red blinking light.
Yep.
lights on.
That one, for all I know, it could be done. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? They don't need us.
But I appreciate you guys coming on, and especially you guys got a game tomorrow night. You're coming back from practice and everything, so we appreciate it for sure.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. Thanks for having us on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right, well, that wraps up our live show for today as we just wrapped up episode number 15. Travis had to hike on out of here as today's show. He had to go to a birthday. But, yeah, it was a really fun show as, we have Mr. Gage Peterson, Charlie Peterson, Chuck Peterson to wrap up the show. And we also had the Sparta Bulldogs and Nashville Hornets. Well, all 3 people all 3 segments, we had a regional champion. And it was a really fun show, I would say. I don't know, you can't get better than having a team get the regional championship. That just brings the community together. With all 3 of these schools, you can see how close the community is. I really like the small schools. Nashville, they're 2A, but they have about 370 kids. Waltonville, about 100 kids. Sparta, just under 300. The communities really are shown in those small towns, and I love it. I remember growing up at Benton games. Communities were awesome. But, yeah, it was a really fun show, and I'm just going to go ahead and get into it. Our verse of the week. It's from Romans. We haven't been in Psalms in a while. I'm just being honest with you. We haven't been in Psalms in a long time, but we're back in Romans. And it's from Romans chapter 12. It's, do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. How hard is that? How hard is it? Do you how many times do you find yourself going with the grain, just going with what the world thinks? How often do you do that? I'm not gonna act like it's easy. I fall in that line. I go with the world sometimes. I goof up, I mess up, but we gotta overcome the evil with good. We gotta work our butts off. We gotta work as hard as we can to just live for what God wants us to live for. I mean, it's really hard, but I believe if you just keep praying to Him and you keep trying to keep Him first, everything will be okay because God's always with you every step of the way, and we can overcome the evil with the good, like God preaches in Romans 12. And I don't know. Like I said, every day it's hard. It's not like it's just gonna be easy after you get saved. It doesn't just immediately become easiest thing in the world. If Christianity was easy, everybody'd be Christian. It's a narrow path. You got to follow God. It's not just some wide path. It's a narrow path. We got to remember that. But yeah, so just remember that. I'm gonna say it again. Just remember that. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. As that's Romans 12, verse 21. And so yeah, that's our verse of the week for this week, Romans 12, 21. And player of the week, voting's going to be going up here soon, but player of the week from this past week was Mr. Caleb Gore. Caleb Gore, 55 points. It was really tough. We took the obligation to choose because, God bless, 55 points, 12 three-pointers against your rival to end a losing streak. I thought that was worth the player of the week nod. I know Ritzel and Marlowe, they went off for 45 and 46, but goodness, 55 points in the win against the West Frankfort Redbirds. Hey, as Benton Rangers, we're always happy to see the Redbirds go down. No, I'm joking. We always root for the Redbirds. Go Quinn, go Osborne, come on, let's go Hefner. Hey, Hefner's playing for SI Select with Gore this spring. But yeah, Mr. Caleb Gore was our Joe's Pizza and Pasta player of the week for the last week of the regular season. 55 points, 12 three-pointers. He just could not miss a basket. And for this week, we'll have voting up here soon. I will tell you, Mr. Max Ritzel, he already won player of the week, our first player of the week when we had this little going. But man, oh man, he had a pretty stellar week, so he'll definitely be in the conversation. A couple other guys are going to be in the conversation, so make sure to go on the Instagram and vote who your player of the week should be out of those 4 guys that we'll have up. And you can go Joe's Pizza and Pasta for your best pizza. It's right up there on the square on East Main Street, right off the square. So make sure to go check out some Joe's Pizza and Pasta as we are heading into the postseason. It's sectional time, and we're going to be releasing this week on Tuesday, but Tuesday night, Waltonville versus Hardin County, Peterson, and then Sparta versus Goreville. Can I say enough? Sparta Goreville, that's going to be a really enticing matchup. Don't you think? 2 teams going head-to-head, and they match up so well. Both run fast, both do things perfectly, both have good head coaches that are intense. They definitely, I haven't been to every one of Coach Beckley's games like I've been to Coach Tripp's, but man, got some intensity behind them, you can tell, and they do it for the right reasons. And Goreville Sparta, that's going to be a fun matchup to watch. Travis said 83-80. He didn't give a winner, but Travis said it's going to be high scoring. And then Waltonville, Hardin County, we'll have to check it out. Travis didn't give a prediction on that, but I bet it's going to be good because, obviously you got Peterson, Mayville, Geno Stewart, Whitten Dever, many more, Rose. But then you also got Fricker and Massey on the other side, plus many more. So it's going to be a dandy over there at the Trico Sectional, and we'll have to see who makes it out. Obviously, we have Centralia. They get a rematch with Triad. How interesting will that be? Obviously, Centralia, they only graduated 1 senior. Triad graduated a couple seniors. They'll get to have a rematch as they played in the Sectional Championship just last year. This time, They played in the sectional championship. Centralia lost 28-26 at Marion. And this time it'll be for a sectional semi at Triad. Who you got in that one? And then guess what? We head up to Nashville. The Hornets get to play in their own sectional. Coach Stote Reeder talked about it, return to the hall. And some very familiar teams with each other, aren't they? I mean, you got Nashville Hornets, Benton Rangers playing on Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Carterville versus Breese playing at 7 p.m. on Wednesday night. Nashville's played everybody in that sectional. Benton has played Carterville and Nashville. Carterville, same thing there. Benton obviously has experience with Breeze in the sectional the last couple of years. So that's a potential matchup right there for the sectional championship. Nashville and Benton have some experience. Everybody's going to be playing each other. They know each other. So that Nashville sectional, it's going to be a pretty good one, I think. All those coaches, we know them. They don't like to lose. So we'll have to see who makes it out of each sectional for our area. And last thing I want to just touch with, Nathaniel Marlowe. He wrapped his career up this past Friday. They fell in the regional championship at Altamont, 68-58. It was sad to see, but I messaged him after the game. He had 41 points, 30 points at the half, 41 out of their 58. They lost. Marlowe's career is over. He fell just about 80 points short of the record. And I told him, man, hey, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry that you couldn't have a chance to get that record and everything. And I told him I really enjoyed watching him play all throughout high school. But you know what he replied with? He said, it really stings right now, but God's got greater things. I lost in this state quarterfinals my senior year. I wasn't really much of a player. I was just on the team, there for practice. But we lost in the state quarterfinals 27-26 in overtime. I'm just being honest. Thanking God for all that, it wasn't the very first thought because lost 27-26 in overtime. But it was really hard. I didn't thank God at first. I didn't think about having greater things in front of me. I was really sad. I started crying. But guys, messaging Nate, and I know it now, but messaging Nate just made me realize even more. We always got to keep God first because at the end of the day, a high school basketball game, a high school baseball game, football, softball, track and field, cross country, wrestling, it doesn't matter win or lose. It doesn't matter if I go 0-30 in wrestling and never make it past the regional. It doesn't matter because God's first. We got to keep God first. It doesn't matter if Nathaniel Marlowe scores 41 points or scores 0 points. It doesn't matter if Dr. Tedeschi committed to Colorado State. God's first. We wouldn't be anywhere without God, and we just got to use these vessels of playing sports to show God. So, just want to congratulate Nathaniel and all the seniors, Kyle Cooper, all those guys that fell Friday night. We really enjoyed watching you the past several years, and man, it's March Madness. And we appreciate you guys for watching the show, as it's a special time of year. Me and Travis, we love March Madness. We love basketball. And we'll catch you guys on next week's episode as this wraps up episode 15.